Hello.
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 That was Blue Eyes. Wrong game, but that was Blue Eyes.
What's Blue Eyes?
They were just passing by.
Oh, okay.
Bye,
goodbye.
Blue Eyes. What a sexy lady.
It's always so nice.
Yeah, there they are. They're disappearing.
There they go.
Oh.
Because the bendy cup didn't work, I have to like stir my G Fuel. Because there's no other way that I can
There's no
mix.
other method
There's no
available.
other way that I can mix the G Fuel, right?
Is this the first time you're stirring?
It's like, I mean, stirring it's weird because you have to like have like a separate thing in it to like stir it, right? If only there was some way to stir it without having to have an implemented instrument inside of it.
If only.
Can you guys think of a better way that I can do that without an instrument inside of the thing, and just to like somehow somehow get it to mix?
I can't think of no other way.
Swap.
My fingers have to die. There's no other option, man. I'm sorry.
Take you out back.
I'm swirling it now. It's swirled. Get fucked.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna go to the room. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Amway room. I'm gonna check on something really quick. Hold on a second. Nobody will understand this but me and these guys, I guess. 38%.
Yay!
Thank
We're
God.
getting there. Maybe by the end of session, it'll reach 40.
So, guys, fun things. I'm probably gonna have to pause this while we're doing this. Just in case, because I'm streaming. Yeah.
I mean, your upload speed and your download speed are two different things. But...
Okay, you're correct. You're correct. You are correct. Look at you being correct.
I'm
Good
so
job.
smart.
Good job. I'll leave that
Correct.
open. I have many map makers that I follow. Look below in both YouTube and Twitch to see them. They're over there. I will not call out one of them in particular. It's not gonna happen. But one of them changed how they put their maps out, to which you have to download their entire catalog of maps if you want to get one map. And that would normally be fine, but they also have it like on a weird site that like is difficult for me to get those off of. So I hate it.
They didn't even use a torrent?
I honestly, that would have been a much better idea. I believe they should do that.
Like for this situation, this seems like a torrent situation.
Maybe the site that they're using is easy to update their stuff with. Because like a torrent, you would have to make a new torrent, right?
Yep.
But like with this, it looks like they just have everything there and like they can just like keep putting. Anyway, the thing with it is I have the so if I'm looking for one map in particular, I have to download their entire catalog over again. Because of Patreon changes that happened last year. It sucks. So I'm currently in the middle of downloading their entire fucking thing of maps for like the third time. Yeah, so that's a thing. We'll have to see how things go this time. Are you looking for the map for Zelda yet? No. That's already in. I put that in Monday. But that being said, it is rough that I have to do that all the time. So today we may not be able to see one of the maps I wanted to show, but we also may if I do end up finding it. Who's to say? Who's to say? That being said, we are here. We're having the game. There is a Kai Valley right there. Look how engy they is.
It is so true.
They engy.
Oh yeah, I drew that a while ago.
Yeah,
like last game.
They engy. Look at them.
Yeah, there she is, being Angie.
Being little engy. Being little bit engy. Engy.
You don't want to be here.
You know, no.
Except she does want to be here a little.
A little bit. Not like a lot, but like a little.
I want to be here, Baka.
Yeah, no, yeah, let me give you your blush. Hold on.
Hold on, me. Boop.
I don't want to be here or anything, Baka.
Boop. And then I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna get it. There we go. There we
We've
go.
been moved aside, baby.
I had to get the other thing so the recap can use it.
Yeah, it's important
Gotta
for
hear your
recap
weird point.
reasons.
Yeah. It's perfect now. Great. Who wants to tell me what happened in the recap? Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
Oh boy, here we go again. Last time, in Curse of the Quietmarch, it's incredible we've come this far and we don't have a proper name for us as a group.
The diddly fucks.
The diddly fucks. That's I think that does rhyme. We do diddly fuck a lot. The diddly fucks head over to the southern bridge, to the area of the village, to first find Monkey, and number 2, find the exciting new building that they got.
Wow.
2 things. After asking some guards, number 1, Monkey's been arrested. He kidnapped a child and then they moved him away.
Yeah,
we don't know what happened
He's
there.
been kind of arrested for the worst thing.
For child kidnapping. We're very thankful they didn't just put him to death. They didn't just execute him. At least we know that martial law is not that executed here. But also, they were around the area that also turns out that the thing that we just got. A crypt and a graveyard. So we now are the wonderful heirs of someone's dead stuff. And we go, well, let's go check what's going on there. Apparently there's some sort of ritual that's happening there by one of the teachers. And we're built to not disturb it. We can't go disturb it. But we still want our stuff, so we go there anyway. And the team marches onto the graveyard. All of us together holding hands and proceed to fail at finding a crypt for a couple of minutes while ritual stuff is happening. And then we find a crypt and we go, oh, this must be the crypt. We walk in there and accidentally pacify a wife. And we were like, well, that must have been a crypt, until someone said, no, that might not be it. That was just a guy. And we went, well, let's keep looking. And we looked more, and sure enough, there was a crypt with a light that only Fabio could see that led to some sort of alternate dimension where Amber happens and also has a tree. It could be anything, really, but we did get the table from it. That was pretty banging.
It didn't do any alternate dimension stuff. It just happens to also be called Great Amber.
I'm not saying it was an alternate dimension. I'm just saying that has bad implications for the things that we learned in KH.
This world just happens to have it as well. It's fine.
I mean, all worlds happen to have it. That's like the whole point.
It's like one of the,
That's like the whole thing. And we had a certain someone who was from here.
It's like that one thing. It's like the Song of Kingdom Hearts. It's just constants between worlds. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a sick trait out of it. And having gotten our family crypt, the ritual successfully finishes. We find that all of the spirits get turned into flowers that are kind of draconic in nature. They've got scales, kind of fucked up. But it's fine. It's good. No one's turned into a malady from it. And anyway, here's the person who was doing it. Here's Saiyan Pride. And Saiyan was sent here to do some necromancy work and get those things that were actually people originally, not everyone, but people who had maladies and got fucking killed as a WHO World Health Organization measure. And they were like, well, we're done with them. Here's their bodies. They got buried here, and their grudge infected everything. So She came here to clean that up a little because it was causing a little bit of problems. And here she is. She's the necromancy teacher. It's not great. Necromancy don't pay good. Everyone who practices it is breaking several laws because they don't know how to read. And
I like their sleeves.
Is it correctly? I do think the sleeves are really cute.
Yeah.
It really does show that even though you're like at your deathbed, you should never stop serving cunt.
Exactly.
And even after your deathbed, you should never stop serving cunt.
Old ladies can be hot too.
Very true. We do love our MILFs. Now we're finally approaching our GILF territory. God bless.
We love our GILFs.
We love our GILFs. Anyway, yeah. Women! We just start yelling women. Anyway, yeah. Here she is. So turns out the kidnapping thing. Monkio, they know each other. They're tight. It was a misunderstanding. Turns out that a kid who may or may not be, or might definitely be some specific Harper that we know is here, who's someone else's brother, and who is, being taken more or less against their will. It's supposed to be because so they can control their power, but it's, they didn't exactly ask for consent. So, yeah, anyway, that kid...
Oh, they're doing the worst thing ever. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god, are they the bad guys?
Oh, that'd be weird and crazy.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
I haven't spent years talking about them being bad or anything. Literal years.
That's also what Blue said, yeah.
Literal years.
No way. That's also what Blue said, yeah. That's in character dialogue. So yeah, turns out that kid that showed a really strong power and released a whole bunch of devil vines in the forest, which is just it's a pretty strong summon for a kid who just showed up. So he's getting the highest honor. He's getting white robes. Don't worry what that means. That means he's a little special boy, and nothing that's ever gonna happen to him. He is going over, and just learned that they're taking him in indeterminately. To which he got a little upset, and then Monkio heard the sounds of a child in trouble and did the best he could, and then he got arrested. So don't worry, Monkio is not a child diddler or a child stealer or anything that involves that. He's a child protector. He's one of the good guys. Never doubt him. And she's like, yeah, I mean, if you guys know Monkio, we can, take you over, and if you're witnesses, that could, ease things over, so that, that explains itself a little. Which is, probably pretty important. Notably, she also has a life debt to the college.
What?
Presumably, since she was, like, a child.
What do you mean?
Presumably, since she was a child, she's been in debt to the college for something. We don't know if it was monetary or anything else that is being paid. And that's why she's working there, and necromancy don't pay very well.
Yeah, she said it was because of her research stuff. The stuff that she researched. Yeah.
Necromancy don't pay too well. I'm gonna tell you right now, necromancy... It's not helping. Like, people are like, yeah, we believe this is not relevant to real life, by the way. What I'm gonna say, it says it has no real life parallels, by the way. Yeah, this is an important thing that needs to be done for the good of like people and society. However, we don't want to pay you that much because anyone could do it. So if you could just go there and do it for this amount because you have to and you have no other option, that'd be great.
It's really weird that like essential tasks that are like needed for society to function are like, whatever, here's a couple bucks.
He's almost like some sort of like essential, like an essential worker.
So weird.
Anyway, It's not been going good for her, and she has a lot of opinions about this, obviously, but she's also, you know, having to deal with them. Also, did you know that under this graveyard there's a gigantic horse steed?
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Did you know that giants roam the earth?
They don't need more.
Not anymore.
I mean, maybe like a couple. I don't know. Who knows?
Giants roamed the earth, and the steed was down there, and no one was giving it anything, so it got upset. But it's cool. They have a contract now, and whenever she dies, she's gonna release all of those, so they don't have to be in the college because of no reason whatsoever.
I'm so happy that
Related to
whenever
the
they die, they're gonna
previous
unleash their horde of undead.
We heard that, we were like,
she's so based for that.
fine. She knows what she's doing, it's fine.
She's so based for that.
Honestly, based.
I mean, if I knew that I'd spent my whole fucking life serving Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that no one can edit, I would be so mad, and I too would inflict a blight of undead when I died. So I can't blame her for it.
No, she's right.
She's right. Any of the team travels with her, they give her a ride, even though she can glide or whatever. You know, they don't have to be gliding everywhere. All the way over to the area of inside the college where we are right now. Here we are. The team agrees, okay, I think we've got things pretty much settled. Kybeli spends several minutes convincing Kale to not murder someone. She's effective, considering that Kale did not murder anyone. We're very proud of her in this regard. And the team
What about the
sits
straw
down.
man we brought with us?
That's not a person, that's fine. I hope. And the team sits down, and we do the only thing that is left to do at 12 p.m. And Law starts Skype chatting whoever has an active connection open on AIM. And number one is some sort of like paladin or something that's apparently undead and is underground and also a time traveler. Oh my god, something happened.
I had to find it.
Yeah, it's an undead and also underground, more or less 16 feet deep. It seems he's here for something. He's a time traveler. We kind of pieced that there was something like that happening before, and he is very insistent that we contact him later. He came here to do something with some people. Apparently, they all lost the plot and did their own shit. So he's pretty upset about it. But, you know, whatever, he says that, just contact me, and if I act angry, you should run for your life. And we said, okay. So that's a thing that we have to be aware of now. And finally, after failing that call, successfully contacted Selenel and had an important conversation about adapting to the world after being tossed here after death, and the other one convinced God to make around 18 jars of pudding in front of everyone where the Templars can see it. And that's where we left off.
That's some good pudding.
Super base.
You talked him into making some pretty good pudding. I mean, it's not like the best pudding you've ever had, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's like, again, it was like a pretty competent pudding, which is what we were working at.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, back to the consequences. Before anything, let's just get this out of the way. I'll do it. I'll do it for the
You're
moment.
using the green emerald?
It's the tiny one.
The tiny green emerald? The
It
first
is a
of your
tiny
chaos
green
emeralds?
The first of my chaos emeralds.
Right ahead.
Pop, 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 pop.
That is the deception. Let me grab the deception. Or am I deceiving you in saying that I will grab the deception?
I mean, you could lie, but I don't see how to be useful to you right now.
It's a deception. I'm deceiving you.
Why'd you make that sound? Okay, all right. Let me know when you got it.
I'm getting it. It's showing up. There we go. The neutral effect of the deception. You keep this card. You may force it. You may use it to force a roll to critically succeed or fail a check with a mental stat. For this game, a mental stat would be either your willpower, your focus, or your ability.
Okay.
Wait, no, not ability. Blah, blah, blah. Focus, willpower, or experience. Those are your three mental stats in this game.
Okay. So
do you want to
now
roll for the good or bad effect of this card though, and completely not worry about that?
Never stop gambling.
All right. This is still in the first 15 cards, so it is just a coin flip. Roll the dice, say odds or evens.
Odds.
It is evens.
Uh-oh.
Well, the DM keeps
Guess we
this card.
die.
Okay.
And something happens.
Yay!
I don't know if you
Something
guys
happens.
have seen this card yet or not in another game, so I don't know.
I don't know. I know
I
we've gotten
should
it, but I
tell
don't know if it's
you.
activated. So just you can keep it and think about it. It's cool.
The deception?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've seen that.
Have we gotten the bad effect of the deception before?
I don't think we have.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Neat. Nice.
See, I don't feel any consequences at all.
Hold on.
I don't feel any consequences. You should use another one.
You could if you wanted to.
Emerald, do you want me to use another one? Look at me in the eye. I'll do it if you tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, I'll use, which color? What do you think?
Well, we've already used the little green one. Let's go with the teal one.
Alright, here's the teal one. Let it be known as because Emerald told me to. I am a slave to his word.
Because I told you to.
Hold on.
Because he told me to.
I'm still making sure that we all know that this is in effect.
Bad. The knife got blood.
The knife from the
let's
chair.
Oh, also, hold
I
on. Let
give
me also throw in who it's with. I'll just put. There we go.
I thought that was what you were putting when you put this fucking reverse Waluigi symbol, but that works too.
No, that's a check mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for the next one. Cool.
Not the teal.
Emerald requested the teal.
Oh, another baller.
Another banger.
Let's go, Demise!
So this one is in the top 10, or not top 10, top 20, but it is beyond 15, so this is gonna be a little harder. The neutral effect of this card. A dark presence lingers around the player. They feel it whenever they think they're alone.
What? Whoa.
Me when the Skype chat goes bad.
Would you like to keep that effect? Or do you want
That's
to roll
really
for the good or bad
good.
effect?
That's really good. God, it's like I could roll, but that is perfect.
I think this is the first
Emerald,
time we've gotten the neutral effect of this. Like,
You know what? Let's keep it neutral. Let's go. We never
you
use
wanna
it, so
you
let's
wanna
make it.
do
Never
the,
had
you wanna
it.
do the
Let's go.
neutral demise?
Let's go. Let's hit it.
Okay, all right.
We've got like what, 4 sessions? Let's go.
Very fun, very good.
What are you gonna do? Kill me? I don't give a shit. Let's go.
A dark presence lingers around the player. They feel it when they think they're alone. I would like you to take note of something here that you might not have taken note of. It says around the player.
Yep.
Anyway.
Oh no, that can affect you in any game.
That's great. I love that. Let's go.
There are
I'm
very
gonna go to
few.
sleep tonight.
There are very few cards that I have made that mention player specifically.
Could you imagine? I just go to sleep tonight and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Wait a fucking second. I'm debuffed because I'm in all 3 games. Wait a minute. Wait.
Wait. So good luck with that, FOMO. Good luck with figuring out when or what that will do to you. You have any more? You have any more you want to do? Nothing has had immediate consequences yet.
Just keep rolling. Don't goad me, I'll do it.
I'm just saying, no, there's been no immediate consequences.
Let's do it.
This has been a bunch of vague things.
Let's see how much we can stack on then. Let's fuck around and find out. I'm down.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
This can be the entire first 30 minutes of the session.
Hey, Che, if you want other people to pull for fake hearts, you should give us money.
Emerald's like, please let me pull the blood.
Yeah, this is a new one.
This I don't think we've seen that. I don't think this one was. I don't think this one was ready whenever we did things in Horror Resort.
Oh.
So this is the latest of them, basically. This one in Burden, were not entirely ready during Horror Resort. So these are the only two that were like, yeah.
I'm so fucked up.
The neutral effect of this card is take damage or a status effect.
Just take damage?
Just take damage. Depending on the game, it is damage that is different depending on the game, obviously. Because if you were to get this in, let's say, Kingdom Hearts, it'd be different if you got it in, let's say, 5 darts.
Yeah, it would be a different thing.
You want to roll for the good or bad effect of this card?
Never stop gambling.
All right.
Except when it's funny to stop gambling.
That person just gave $60, said, sure, Emerald, you get one.
Yay, Emerald gets the roll. Also, I didn't call it. Was it a number or what?
You will have to get a 14 or higher to get the good effect.
Okay, let's see. I can give you a 1.
That is not a 14 or higher.
I mean, I guess if you put like a 4 next to it, it could be a 14, but...
So first off, you're taking damage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is going to happen. That is a thing that is going to hurt you. Maybe a pudding fell on your head.
Maybe a pudding fell on my head.
Luckily for you, you have a lot of shield. So could you please it would probably take from your shield first. I will say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a d20 and I'm going to times it by a certain thing, and then we're gonna see how much damage you take.
I don't like that sound.
This is the world's most comical drop pudding.
And you got a 2!
Easy.
2.
Never fail.
On a 5 or lower, you take whatever the number is. Yep. You're just gonna take 10 damage. Whatever the number is times 5.
Ow. Times 5? Holy shit!
It's for a 5 or less. That's what you get.
Oh, okay.
It gets a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
For example, on an 18 to 20, you take 2 instances of a d20, and then they are times by a d10 roll.
So you die.
Well, here's the thing. Let's say, for example, you take 2 instances of a d20, so you take right now a 1. That's the best case scenario, and then the next one is an 11. So you would get 11, a 1 that is a 12 times a d10. So the d10 would be 4. So it's 12 times 4. You would take 48 damage.
Yeah, I guess it's survivable.
Yeah. That being said, there is another effect of the blood card.
What is it? What is it, damn summer?
Let me...
It would have been fucking hilarious if the pudding just fell on my head, took all my health, and I just passed out.
Fomal,
Yes, Captain.
can you roll me a D4, please, and re-roll any 4s?
I would roll anything for you. Let's see. Okay, that's a 4. That's a 4. It's a 4.
Oh my god!
3.
Of course you roll a 3.
What does that mean?
It's you. It's 3. Number 3.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
it is me. I am.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Hey,
That's why we made the 3 dice.
that is true. This sucks. Do I have to give the recap again?
No.
I have to do the recap again.
So you take damage here, and I'm gonna do something to the player.
Are you gonna hit me in the head? Are you sending drones to my house?
No, I just gotta make a change to a certain thing in number 3 real quick. There we go.
Okay.
You don't want me to maim Zarel, right?
What does that mean?
No,
Like,
no
I'm
maiming,
cool
no
if it
maiming. Okay.
happens, but you
No
know.
maiming, no maiming. Okay. Good. Nice damage,
Okay.
nice damage.
It's damage. I'm glad that the only thing that happened to me is that a rock fell on my head and nothing else.
I think it's funny that out of like 4 cards that say player, you got 2 of them.
That's because they're all about to have the worst day of their lives simultaneously.
At least the blood is a lot more simple. The blood is like, bad thing happens to your current character, and if you get the bad roll, bad thing also happens to any of your others. It's a lot more like straightforward than fucking demise.
The other thing, yeah.
Emerald.
Dan, the devil has noticed. Let me put this away, by the way. This is already used. Just gonna put it around here.
Oh, thank you. Put the Chaos Emeralds over here.
Just so that we know that over there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Emerald. The chains. This
Ooh,
one's a
the chains.
classic.
Very funny.
Classic.
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 The chains is in the top 20, but it is 1 away from 15, so it will be a 12. The neutral effect. Some NPC with authority over you is stirred to action over an event that has happened around you. Would you like to roll for the good or bad effect instead?
I would like to roll for the good or bad effect.
You have to get a 12 or higher.
Never stop gambling.
Never stop gambling.
Wait, is it 12 or higher or is it 13? Either way, don't worry about it. Just roll.
Oof.
Well,
That's a
neither is
9.
12 or 13, so.
It's almost a 15.
So this is one of the ones that I'm like, I'm a little bit iffy on, because I do love the ability to do this, but I also understand that it's kind of anti-fun in sometimes. So it might be one that I end up changing one day. But the bad effect of this card, the DM keeps this card. They may use it to remove you from talking or speaking your opinion on a subject during a scene that they wish you to be more silent or considerate in. Basically, I can stop you from like disturbing the narrative for one scene.
So you
That's
made
so
one card.
funny.
Just shut the fuck up for a minute.
As funny as that
You
is.
can do that already. You know, it's called remove from call.
No, I basically, you know how like whenever you use your effects, you have a ability. Let me go over to it.
Yeah, narrative interruption.
Yeah, you guys have your narrative interruptions. I can basically, this card says that I can stop that. I can stop narrative interruption.
Shut up.
I can also just be like, oh, something in particular is affecting you that is causing you to not be able to do something. For example, like if I were to do it with Fabio, maybe at that point, like because of their celestial heritage, something around them is actually like affecting them. Something is like keeping them down, not able to speak up in that moment, that kind of a thing.
That's so funny that it's me that gets this effect, because Fabio, I don't know how often that will actually affect
It might
him.
not, and that's the beauty of these cards, because I do have limits on them. If you guys remember, if I don't use these cards within a certain number of games, they just disappear. So
They're gone.
I believe this one, for example, because it is in the top 20 or the bottom 20, that would mean that this is a maximum of 5 games, which is the rest of probably this campaign.
Yeah, so like the rest of the campaign. Oh, whoa, that's as long as we're gonna be able to be playing Fabio, so.
I mean, you never know. Maybe we can come back during the next season.
Next season, Curse of the Quietmarch.
Whenever we have to turn off Kingdom Hearts
dangerous.
again.
So true.
We end this game at 4 games, so it has 1 game remaining when we come back.
And I just immediately use it in the first game of the next season. Like, shut up, Fabio.
Okay.
But no, good job. Thank you guys very much for your things. We have done it. We have gotten the fake cards.
Out of the way.
That being said, going back to this, there is a bit of a commotion from all around, as there is several guards rush in from all over upon seeing the crazy, like just amount of godly energy that has erupted from this gazebo. As both what's your name? Lapapote?
La Papote.
Lapapote. Lapapote
Yeah.
and Garuda?
Yeah.
Lapapote and Garuda, as they rush forward, they give Glue a spook. Glue like goes back like a little bit on their like hind legs and backs up into the gazebo, spilling a pudding, and it hits Law, taking 10 damage.
Oh man.
Law gets a concussion slightly. As everyone sees the Templars of this place rush over toward what is happening here, Fabio and Kaivelli, you guys are outside of the isn't Captain Diddler?
Why?
You leave her
What's
alone.
Her family name?
You leave
What's
her
family
alone.
name?
No.
That's her family name, man.
No.
It's me, Captain
Captain
Sharon Diddler.
No, I've renamed her.
It's me, Captain Sharon Riddler.
Sharon Riddler.
Nah. If you're gonna rename, you might as well go all the way.
Oh no.
No, she could be.
Rizzler.
Sharon Riddler.
Captain Sharon Rizzler. Perfect.
Sharon Wensler.
Enough of that.
As these Templars rush forward, they look over toward the large things of pudding. You see that Kanker and Dadariusa.
Yeah.
We're
running out of names.
Valera and Garuda. As most of them approach, they seem to immediately draw various tools into their hands. Some of them seem to draw out these small wands looking things that have like little scepters on them. Some of them draw out blades. As they do, Fabio and Kaivelli, are you guys going to do anything as these people approach you?
Praise be Selenel. She has gifted us with pudding. That is what he says as he's just staring wide-eyed and just like the goofiest big grin on his face looking at what Law's done.
Law has both his hands up like he's gonna get arrested, like, please don't hurt me.
Kaivelli, are you doing anything?
You're not gonna eat all these with your hands, are you? Because, I'm sorry about the hot dog thing. Is that what you want to hear?
No.
What? Are you doing
What?
anything about the people approaching you, Kaivelli?
And she says that she is going to raise her hands up. Okay, what's going on here?
They are
quick, my friend.
They are quickly approaching. They are not. They're.
Hey!
If you are putting your hands up and walking forward, they are storming past you.
Hey!
As you see, what appears to be Kanker going that way, pushing past you. La Popote pushes past Fabio. As the two of them enter and look off and about, one holding a scepter, the other one holding a blade. They look about the area. As you say, hey, Kaivelli, you find that Dadarusa.
I'll fix it for you. Here you go.
You're gonna learn new pronunciations.
As Dad seems to go forward, you say, hey, they would, at this point, she would put out their scepter between you and her, as Captain Sharon Rizzler will make their way forward into the large gazebo. As you say, Fabio, praise Selenel, Captain Sharon Rizzler would like look down towards you and then look forward. What is all of this?
It's
You had made your way into this place very
Mhm.
recently with one of the teachers, have you not? What exactly are you doing in here?
We were waiting for, I believe, Monkio. They had been arrested over a misunderstanding, and we were told to wait until they got resolved.
Does this look like you're waiting? Looks around toward the large amounts of Tupperware.
I know this seems strange.
Strange. That is an understatement. That being said,
Oh, come on. Aren't you by magic all the time? This can't be that strange.
they look back over toward you, Kaivelli. You do note as they look back at you, they give a very much a sense of authority that you do recognize from people in these positions. You recognize just the walk and the gait of somebody who is very much not flaunting their power, but understanding the power that they have.
She's the wrestler, dude.
They are walking and they are acting in a way that you would definitely recognize from your port town that you were from, as some of the guards who would be working around there.
Claire stands up on end, but doesn't say anything as she just glares.
They stare to you, Kaivelli, for a little bit of time before turning back to Law. You do not understand the way things work at the tower. As your friend just mentioned, magic is all about us here. That being said, magic is practiced by the mages of this tower under strict supervision of us. Whatever magic or looks back to Fabio. Divine miracle that you have done here. It goes against the rules.
Understood.
Where have you conjured this substance from, wizard?
I am not sure. I was communing with my god, and then
You're a
these were
priest.
here. I suppose so.
They step forward. As they do, they are a very tall woman. They kind of remind you again of like the king and how tall they were. As they step forward and they look over toward the fallen holy pudding on the ground, they reach down to pick it up. As they look at the clear Tupperware.
What the fuck is this?
And they just look into
plastic?
it. It's not glass. It's made of some kind of rubber.
We would call it plastic.
Plastic. Understood. I believe I know of something similar. These are not slimes. This is not a creature.
No. This is pudding. It's a dessert.
Pudding.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like to try some? She already has the thing in her hand. I was like, you wanna?
She will lower her hood. She will take her helmet off. You see underneath what appears to be a aged woman, not like old or anything of that nature, but like definitely around like their 30s or so.
Or am I
Oh, come on, that's aged.
Yes, I'm in my 30s. I consider myself aged. Anyway.
I'm gonna be 30 this year, fuck.
As they look to it, you can see that there is a slight gauntness to a lot of their features. They look as if they are very much used to wearing the helmet. They have very short hair, and you also notice small scars dotting a lot of areas around their face. As they go to the Tupperware, they will try to open it from the lid, as it does eventually give. She looks to it. She looks to you. We shall see then. They will take their pinky finger and they will dip it into the holy pudding. They will bring it up to their face, watching you the entire time, just being like, giving you a chance to stop them in case this is poison.
He's not stopping. He's like sweating, like his face is drenched, but he's not moving. He's like, yeah, that's pudding.
They bring it to their face. They taste it.
Shit, some people are allergic to tapioca.
Overly sweet.
You might like one of those. There were several variations.
They will close the Tupperware. As they do, they seem to hold it aloft in their arm for a moment, and you see one piece of your holy pudding disappear.
Confiscated pudding. Evidence for the crime.
And all of this is the same substance? None of this is poisoned?
No, these are all pudding. Perhaps some
You are a
difference
priest.
in creation. Yes.
A priest and a summoner. You conjure this stuff by the power of your god. The one that you are following is the moon goddess Selenel. And you use your one favor, your one commune, to summon pudding.
Around 18 jars, yes.
They put their helmet back on, as they do. I do not think that you understand the true problem that you had done. As such, I will let you off with a warning this night. I will take that pudding. I will check it over. And at the very least, if it is nothing, I will just consume it. But...
Thank you.
But...
Mm-hmm.
I will be keeping my eye on you. Your name.
I am Law. Law Adams.
You see them for a second look at you when you say, I am Law. And they're like, Law Adams.
Yeah, that is just my first name, yes.
They take another step towards you, towering over you.
Hello, ma'am.
They will put a hand out, the same one that they used to get the pudding earlier, and they put it on your shoulder. They lean down. Well, Law Adams, I am the law here. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have need of anything, come to me. If you are a priest that is strong enough to commune with your God, despite the fact that you have just wasted that opportunity, that means that you could be incredibly valuable to the Order of Templars as well. If you have question or you have need of anything, they look back over toward the others and they say loud enough, then come over to the Western Fortress. Just there. They nod in the general direction of...
Over there.
You will be brought right to me. They let you go.
Mm. Understood. Thank you.
I had a much more intimidating name before, but you can call me Sharon Rizzler.
I feel like if you listen, if you want to give her her proper name, you should do that.
Captain Hitler.
What the fuck?
But you may call me the same thing as all the others call me around here. Her Eminence. As
Of
she
course.
begins to walk away. She will look down to Fabio as he goes to go. She will pass by Kaivelli, looking to them as well, and then make their way off. As soon as they vacate the premises, you see that the other Templars back away as well, and looking over with curiosity at the thing that you have summoned, they take a look, and then they just sort of walk back toward their places. You are all left, at least from what you understand, to your lonesome. You are not sure exactly how alone you will be, but you do take a note that there are more looks coming in your direction now.
Whenever we
Law
finish,
sits down and he curls up. You're
Whenever we
just
finish
gonna be
our-
here in achieve mode.
Go ahead,
Bye,
Kaivelli.
everyone.
whenever we finish our thing, the better. I don't feel comfortable around here.
I could second that. At least that ended fairly well, it would seem.
According to them, they seem to have thought that, again, from what you understand of priests in this world, they get like one time to guarantee
get
talking
one. You get
talking
one.
to their god. And
Yeah.
to them, they're like, You get a handful at most. Like, if you're a good priest, you might talk to your god a handful of times in your entire life. They seem to really take offense to you wasting your one shot or one of your only shots. They don't realize you've talked to them a total of 3 times.
Probably better if they don't know.
I don't need to know that.
And also the symphony pizza. That's a good wish. That's a good wish.
We have pudding now. That's good. I'm gonna start picking it up. Some batches are more sweet than I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would be too.
Here, let me help.
I'm sorry to have caught that sort of commotion. I had not expected to receive 18 jars of pudding. Or rather, I had expected some pudding, but not 18 jars of it.
I can't believe
Now
that.
it's 17.
Anyway, no.
I'm so glad.
They're 19 technically because I have a little tiny one, but it's...
Yeah, you have like the one that you have
Yeah,
for
my
testing
sampler,
purposes.
yeah.
Hope you don't mind. I would like to try this, but right now I don't have an appetite.
I would concur, I think.
When it comes to the stacks of these, as far as your inventory is concerned, I will allow for 5 of them to be stacked at a time.
Oh,
they
we need
will
to
take
carry
up-
pudding in there, so I'll take 5.
So I will make 4 different stacks. One of them only having 2. You can probably just put
Not
that
very-
one like in here if you want, like bloop.
In there. I don't have the blank piece of paper anymore. It disappeared. Let me get rid of that.
Are you carrying some, Fabio?
Yes.
Not all of it can go in there.
Please.
Put it in your inventory.
I just dropped it for a second. I
Dork.
wasn't like leaving it there.
No, I'm playing. You're fine.
Okay,
You're
I
fine.
should probably not put it in.
Yeah,
the
out of
bag with
everybody,
the
like you have the most space for holding them.
You have so much space for pudding. You have the pudding space.
You find
What's in your purse, man?
as you have had this encounter and as you look about the area here, you do see that the room itself seems to be a little brighter in here than it was before. Maybe it's because, like they say, Selenel is supposedly a moon goddess, but you do feel that the moonlight around the area you're currently in is a little bit stronger. You know that Selenel is the whole. They are the earth beneath and the moon above.
Yeah,
But,
the whole thing, yeah.
yeah. That being said,
So I suppose we should reconsider how we're doing things, which is just we're going. If things are supposed to happen as the talking undead time traveler says, we would have to go in there eventually. So
Yeah.
we go to sleep tonight, wait for the teacher to bring EO, and then we tackle it as the day comes, as one would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably best.
Alright, okay. That clears things up. If you'll excuse me, I am immediately going to pass out now.
Okay.
I'll keep watch.
You can sleep, Cabelli.
the 4 of you, Toledo included, would make your way back.
Yay!
Cavelli, you say that you would keep watch. As you do head back, though, you do find that there are 3 people staring off outside of one of the windows at you guys as you get back. Welcome. I see you have met with one of the, more, powerful of the Templars.
It was very tall.
I do not understand most of, the peoples here, but her calling herself Her Eminence could only mean that she is one person. She is the second hand to the leader of the Templars, the one that is over this sector of the towers, the collective of them. Meaning the one you just spoke with was the one leading the Templars of this entire tower.
That's good to know, I suppose.
It's usually good to have someone like that on your side, but I don't think that that's going to happen now. She did seem a little hostile. You think it was just an act, though? Like she was also like strutting around?
Like saving face in front of her, the people she's in charge of, kind of thing?
Like maybe. Kybelli, it did not feel that way to you.
I'm trying to find us so I can see her positioning to see if I can reply. Where?
Did she fall into a hole? What?
Right here.
Emily!
Where?
You're
Stop
very far
falling
away
into
from the
holes.
mic. You're in a hole. What's going on?
I'm looking for us. Where's our group?
We're
We're in the cart.
Yeah, we're in the
We
cart.
didn't move that far away or anything. We're just in the cart.
Where are you at?
Where's Lily? Where are you?
There.
Where have you been this whole time?
I was looking at the card over there.
You know
There's
what?
more than
That's
one
fair.
cart
That's
map.
fair, that's
That's
fair.
fair. That's fair.
Fair.
But yes. It did not feel that
And-
way to you from what people are thinking. Like they didn't sound like they were trying to save face. They were, again, very much somebody who knows the power that they wield.
Unfortunately, they're not strutting because they're overconfident. They're strutting because they know what they have.
Know what they have. Arrogance,
They-
then.
Arrogance is one way. Though, it's an arrogance that can get many people, I wouldn't say killed. They do like their justice system, but I've seen a lot of strong people, both humble and arrogant, that fell to them.
If it
I try
makes
not to-
any kind of difference, I do have a spicy little rumor if you want to know.
A spicy rumor.
A
Rumor
rumor?
would be nice. Cheer us up.
I'm not sure how much it will cheer you up, but I do have a reason as to why they might be strutting their stuff. They are
Huh?
being watched, same as us.
By a
see.
superior or
As
by
I
something
mentioned,
else?
she is the one that is in charge of all of the mages, all of the summoners here at this college. The crowd reach is vast. It goes high, high, high into the sky. But as I mentioned before, all of the towers are connected. Just because she is in charge of this tower does not mean that she's in charge of them all. And, according to my rumor mill that I have been looking about, the one who could determine her future, one of the more higher-ups of the Templars, have been seen here quite recently.
You don't say.
She could just be trying to make sure nothing goes off. Nothing does not go her way while they're here, which would explain why they are quick to anger or quick to act. But that is also something we can use to our advantage. Now that we know that they are quick to act, now that we know that something like that could potentially happen, we can think around it.
Definitely. But we don't get many shots at it. Once we do it once, then you're gonna know we're the problem people.
From what I had seen of you, Cavelli, you are very... not suspicious-minded, but you are very, adamant about keeping a watch or keeping a note of people around you. To, from what normal people might think, a bit of a fault, but me, I have always had to keep an eye over my back as well. So I think that one thing that we have on our side that is a lot better for the moment, they look over toward Fabio and Law, is that me and Cavelli know whomst now to keep a watch for.
Yep.
That's a solid point, yes. It is a step up from looking out for bears.
I had noticed that you are holding back somewhat, Cavelli, since I had met you. There are thoughts and seams that I have seen that have led me to think that you are a much more cautious person, naturally, than what I have seen so far. That being said, that is what we need at this moment. We are about to go into the den of these people. The Templars, they like to keep a solid watch over any of their charge. If we make our way into that place, we will not have to only deal with the robed ones, but we will have to deal with them as well. Some of them are high practitioners of magic as well. Those scepters they carry, they allow them to perform mystic arts. Templars seem like they would be more like... I've always thought that they were like in the church and things. Most of the divine power that you would think would be coming from priests, yes. But as they just said to Law, they would find a priest to be very important to them. They do not have as many as one might think. There are those out there who can perform holy miracles, divine retribution, but mostly it is just magic.
There's one thing I noticed about them.
And that would be...
They may be overly cautious. I don't know if it's their religious upbringing or not, but they're overly focused. The way they treated me, it felt... how do I put it? It's one thing to take no notice. It's another to ignore. Just felt interesting is all.
Unfortunately, from what I understand of them, to ignore or take no notice is one thing. But at least from my side looking in at your situation, Cavelli, they seem to have focused on you quite a bit. Whenever you had spoke up to them, they stared at you for quite a while. They've passed by both you and Fabio seemingly equally, but once you had spoken up to them, I don't know how to explain it. They seem to have something that they look to you with. They seem to have maybe a familiarity, maybe they have a situation or something, but it seemed less like they were ignoring you to me, and more like once you tried to outwardly talk and defy them, they took more notice of you.
Oh, me, yes. I wasn't the only one there. After all, Fabio was the one that exclaimed what happened, to even mention the goddess.
Yes, and they just went right by him. He was... Interesting. You would
Not
think
even
that
as a
something like that...
witness.
You would think that something
Would
like that
attract
would be
their
much
attention,
more
yeah.
of a thing for them.
Especially as an artist.
They seem to only react to Cavelli at that point. Instead of that, that's a good point, actually.
It's very odd.
It's easy to focus on me. I don't look the innocent type.
I feel it's more what you said. I don't think that they're used to being defied. So when you tried to say what's wrong or tried to speak up to them, they seem to immediately clock you as perhaps a threat.
I get that.
But more than that, now that we know where they are, how can we use someone like that in our endeavors? Use them? Seems like we should just ignore them. That's an option too. That is one way of using them.
I think we should wait on using them. I do think
I mean, we'll
have
have
to use
to
them.
at some point anyway, right? We need 2 amulets, right?
Yeah.
Currently, we're still looking for Anthea, yes. Now that we know that there are the western thing they had said, the western tower or the western... what was it?
Fortress.
Fortress, yes. Now that we know there is a western fortress, that implies the existence of an eastern fortress. If this is where the Templars are, he looks over toward the 2 openings, then in one of those places we might find Anthea.
Let's clear some space. Hold on. Who has the map?
Right
Currently,
here.
you guys do not have a map of this place.
Okay. I thought we had a map of the general area.
You have this. You have
You have the
like
world
where
map.
the tower is right here. But like right now, you guys are inside of like the bottom area of this, which again is very strange because you still see moonlight everywhere. You guys are currently in the bottom layer of this tower, from what you guys understand.
Either way, Cavelli will look to the map. Yeah. Wish we had something a bit more focused, but let's at least write down some of what we know.
Wait, fortress. What they said that like we would be able to get there in a short amount of time, didn't they?
Fabio, from where you were on the ground over here, you would have seen them literally just walk right over here.
So that would be considered the fortress?
Whenever
just
they had
walked over.
whenever they had nodded in that direction with Law, they went off here.
Then the fortress is just over there.
It would be what they indicated. Yes, that would seem so.
So to the north, we have where they have rallied all of the summoners, the mages of this place. To the west, they have a fortress for the Templars. To the east, perhaps another fortress? I don't know. Is it just going by implying? And to the south, they look over there. We don't know yet. I have noticed this map seems to very much exaggerate the tower. I don't think it's exaggerating anything. The tower is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see outside of it, but do
Yes.
go ahead and explain yourself.
Yes, but here, he motions around. I don't see that if this is the base of that tower, how are we still able to see the sky, and how come it's not much larger? Magic?
I mean, yeah, that is the simplest explanation, but...
We passed by a very long hall to get here. I'm expecting that most of the facilities are built into the thick walls. Not to mention, yes, magic. This place apparently goes all the way up to the sky and all the way down to the Quietmarch. So, probably magic as well. It's very odd, though, to be inside of a building of this size and still see the moon.
Under which is fake, the Tower of the Moon, in terms of what's the illusion?
I mean, we only did see the tower when we came close enough. Maybe the tower itself is an illusion?
Perhaps.
Maybe it's not actually as big. Because I can't understand how they got the materials to build that high and low.
Oh, definitely not. Again, no one has ever really seen the top of this place, at least to my knowledge. I assume that these towers are connected in such a way that one could potentially lead to another, but I'm not entirely sure exactly how that would work. When it comes to the height and the depth of this place, it is most likely changed through magic. I would not see it as an illusion, but the actual secrets of this place elude me. I doubt that any of them who are here, any of the ones who are in the collective of these long towers, I believe none of them wish to give its secrets away.
So let's see.
And somewhere inside of all of this is the prince.
That is what we are aware of, yes.
I mean, at least we know that my brother is probably that way. Points up to the north.
Yeah.
Like, probably.
When it comes to getting your brother, that's probably when we're gonna have to use the Templars.
According to law, as soon as we make our way to the north, though, some weird, crazy shit's gonna happen?
That was more or less how the undead had phrased it, yes.
So we should probably get done with everything we're going to do outside of there now. If we plan to go
All right.
over toward the west or the south or the east, we should do that. I'm not sure exactly what we may gain from that. Knowledge, or perhaps understanding of what Anthea is, or the other person you're looking for. I suppose.
Right now, we're pretty blind to all this. I mean, this map's a good metaphor. It seems we have a big idea. We can't see the details just yet. And those details are gonna be hard obstacles. So the
Well,
more
at
we
that point.
know,
Oh,
more
sorry.
smoothly- Sorry.
Let me up you. That's the thing. I can barely hear you. All right, speak to me.
Sorry, I was mumbling, so let me just...
It's okay. You will never mumble again. I have you at 200%.
Unless you want
Okay.
to mumble rap.
If you speak, you'll rip out my eardrums.
Okay, so... I'll keep around this voice anyway. So... We have details we don't see yet. We're gonna need to see those details, have a better picture. Because for a mission like this, we need things to be smooth. Even if it's hard to be smooth.
Doesn't seem like we have any time to spare then.
Yeah.
We should try to figure out exactly what we're going to do tonight. If we are leaving in the morning, then we only have tonight to explore and gather information.
That would
I,
sound correct.
unfortunately, will not be able to aid you. Most people here will not speak to me. They think that I'm going to give them some kind of ick. That's one way
Very
to
mean
put
of
it.
them.
I don't think you're gonna give us any ick. Well, thank you.
I think I'll do a bit of scouting at least. I don't know how much information I'll get tonight, but at the very least, take a good look around.
Well, you may need to go and talk to them at that fortress. If we want to get another of those trinkets, you may need to convince them that when you were communing with Selenel, she told you to get it from them.
Fabio, do I
So-
have to?
I mean, it's the best option. I don't know how you would lie about it, but
I don't know either, but I also think you're absolutely right.
I believe in you.
It was very tall, Fabio.
Well, think about it like
What?
this. She may be tall, but there's somebody taller than her, metaphorically speaking.
Like a giant horse, dude.
Yes.
You want me to scout in your direction? Have you
I would
speak
remind, I would have you know, Tyvelli, whenever you say scout, every one of these directions are guarded by Templars. So if you were to go into any of these areas, the left, the right, or the south, or the east, west, or south, you would have to pass by guards the whole time. The only area you can go without having anybody decide where you're going is the courtyard you're currently in.
Well, I'm gonna have to find a way I'm going to even scout, so how about we go together, Loss? That way, at least have someone to talk with to get your ideas going in your head.
You know, I think, yeah, you're right. We can all go together, and I suppose they seem to be interested either way, even if in a slightly aggressive manner, but
I do
that's an
agree.
opportunity we can seize.
Everyone going in one direction seems good anyway. We don't know for a fact what these magics are doing. We know that it's going to do something when we make our way to the north. We don't know if it's going to do anything going in the other directions.
And Fabio,
Yes.
not that you're planning to, but I don't want you to do a lot tonight. Nothing that'll get people really looking your way. Right now, for some reason, they aren't looking to you at all, and I kind of want to keep that for tomorrow.
So I shouldn't ask around for Arnold. Got it.
Would that be too suspicious?
I don't know exactly what position Arnold has in this, just that they were a suit.
We have to find them, and the only way I can think of to find them is by asking, because, you know, they're all wearing those helmets or those hoods.
I guess I can ask for Arnold. It's getting him some information at least.
But you're already going with Law, and he might need your expertise on the general world to help talk to the Templar.
You're right.
First off, Fabio, we're all going with Law. As I
all
just said, I don't think any of us should walk into any of these areas without each other. Because of the strange magics that are happening around here, we don't know how long or how separate we would be if we do separate from each other.
And if I did ask, it would probably be either during or after.
We don't even know if any of these areas are safe. We should decide where to go as a group.
Yeah. At least in a group, I'll be able to look around and not get Eyed too much. See if there is an opening, though. Doesn't look like it just from the glance. They're really everywhere, aren't they?
If you are all worried about dispersing or having some kind of change with all of you, as I mentioned, I am going to be staying here. I'm trying to think now if there is anything that I can do to aid you or give anything forward. Do you know anything about temporal magics? Just to make conversation. Not really.
I think you've told plenty right now, to be honest.
Yeah, you're paying us and everything. If that's the case, then I will watch over the cows. The
Sounds
horses?
like a plan.
Like the cows?
Yes, the cows.
They're horses. Have you never seen a horse before?
He like looks out the window. Oh shit.
You didn't know?
I
He
was.
barely
I
pays attention to anything.
guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Do you? Oh, okay.
I have not been leading cows everywhere. How was I supposed to know?
Let's be honest here.
Yes, thank you for
Horses
looking
are-
after the horses.
Horses aren't seen everywhere. I mean, when I was in a forest like a while ago, like there were like no horses for years before I got closer to a city.
Yeah, I don't think that that's the problem, though. Are cows everywhere?
Farmland?
In a
Farm,
city?
Farmland.
Not just the city, and the
He
usually
saw
the
us in the
countryside.
city. I would expect you'd see more horses. There was a stable. So
There
what?
was a stable.
Wait, what do you mean, so what?
Okay, Belly's making sense. You see cows more than you see horses. If you think horses are cows, yes.
We should move, I believe. I've been clear. I think we should just start moving.
Sorry, some people think that their common sense is the only common sense in the world.
Just keep a look over them, Cavelli. They obviously need your expertise. He just goes and sits down next to the smaller pile of pudding.
You can't milk horses.
Not with that
Of
attitude.
that attitude.
Uh-oh.
He looks at you.
The room quit. The room said nah.
The room, in fact, said no.
As Cavelli tastes a taste of one of her
You know
puddings.
what's the difference between milking a horse and milking a cow?
What's that?
The horse enjoys it.
I mean, the cows
Oh, that's
do too.
nasty.
That's nasty.
As Cavelli tries some pudding, it tastes a little like horse milk.
No.
You can probably
That's where I draw the line.
you can probably
This is
get
not becoming part of the world.
you can
No,
probably
shut up.
get horse milk. Like, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be from like a stallion. You could probably
Hey.
get horse milk.
This is one of those things where, as
You know what
far
happens
as
to the
I, the
computer?
player, know,
Horse milk.
it could be a lie or it could be truth. We'll never know.
Computer, horse milk. Mare milk is milk lactated by female horses
Yeah.
to feed their foals. It is salt powder. I mean, it's a key ingredient in kumis. Oh yeah, that kind of looks like
I thought they were. I thought that tiny horses were colts.
Wait, I was saying that the horse milk
cold-
as one of the
Yeah, colt is a young male horse.
Oh.
A foal is just a general small horse.
Okay, because I said like a unicorn
it's like child
colt
between
before.
boy and girl. Yeah.
Yeah, I said like a unicorn colt before, so it should probably be a
Yeah,
unicorn,
a colt's
a
a guy.
unicorn
A
fowl.
filly is
filly.
yeah.
Oh,
like
a
a filly.
filly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, I like fillies. That's a good name for them. That's a cute ass fucking
It
name.
may also be called a suckling.
Oh. I'm going to now call all younglings sucklings. That's happening now.
No, it's
So
lore
anyway,
now.
Fabio goes ahead and ties
this
the
is
belt
the
around
point.
his neck and out of the game. I'll wait for Kingdom Hearts to come back.
Fabio hangs himself, dude. I don't.
The room is up.
Okay, all right, bang it. So yeah, it's a key ingredient in kumis, which I'm gonna be real with you, just straight up, yeah, that could be semen. It doesn't matter.
I don't think that they make that they make it out of horse semen.
I'm just saying it could be.
It said specifically from a mare. That was mare's milk. They said.
I'm just saying it could be. I'm just saying if you were like
And mare,
searched it
by
up,
the
I
way, is
would've noticed.
also mare. By the way, is also a really cute name. Filly and mare and colt are all cute names. And then there's like stallion, and that's like, it's not cute.
And then there's suckling.
And then there's suckling, which is really cute. And fowl. I like all
my
of them.
little suckling.
I like
My
all of
little
them.
suckling. My little suckling.
Oh no. Yeah, where does pony come in?
Computer. Hold on.
Why
They're
is it
having
not
this
called
conversation. They're having this conversation while they're walking over to the western.
why is it not why
A
is
pony,
yeah.
it's a type of small horse. Because a pony can be an adult.
Oh, okay.
A
So
pony
ponies are
has to
different
be-
than fowls. Or
Yeah, a pony has to be. A pony's a short king. How about?
yeah.
A pony has to be 58 inches.
Also, also.
That's why in fantasy dwarves and hobbitses will ride donkeys. Ponies, sorry.
Also, on stream yesterday, we did make the official, by the way, furry chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I bring that up because that we did put ponies on there, and they're 6. They're furry level 6
Out of what?
out of 10.
I'd put it a little bit higher, maybe 7.
Well, 7 you get into like Nala.
Okay, if that's what a 7 is, okay.
Yeah, if that's a 7, I guess so.
Yeah, that's where you get into just like actual animals, but they
But that's
talk.
just a lion.
Yeah.
Then what's 8, 9, 10?
8 is actual animal that doesn't talk. That's where a lot of the Pokemon are.
Okay.
9 is when you get to like the dog in Spy Family.
Okay.
And
I
10
hate
is
that
an
I get it.
and 10 is Dante.
I hate that I get it.
10 is
but,
an
like,
actual
it's
real
also
life fucking
crazy.
dog.
It's crazy to say, even though I get it, that Nala is more of a furry than Pikachu, and I guess you're right. You're correct.
Honestly, I'm not sure, because like when it comes to a lot of the Pokemon, they can go on many different parts of the spectrum. By the way, Gardevoir is like a 4, right? But like
Yeah.
you go to like, for example, if someone goes and tells me that they want to go and plow their fucking Stantler, I'm like, that's probably a 7, boy. That's probably at least a 7. You can make an argument for an 8. That's where that is.
I'm sorry, but Stantler looks like he has attitude.
I'm just saying, like, there's a humongous spectrum for Pokemon. Pokemon deserve their own kind of feeling, like their own kind of thing. But like, yeah, I would consider Nala higher on the furry like list, higher on the furry tiers than like Twilight Sparkle. Because it's just
That's fair. That part
they're
is fair.
yeah, because like Twilight Sparkle, you're looking at that like that is a obviously meant to be like a mythical creature. They have certain aspects to
cartoons.
them that give like some kind of human expression. There is a bunch of things going down there, and then there's Nala, which is like they have expression. They have low human expression, but they do still have expression in their eyes and things like that. But they're walking on all fours. They're a fucking actual, just real life creature, a lion, and yeah. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm having problems with the room, trying to keep it up.
What if
So
this is crazy? Oh my god. We're just having the furry talk.
we had this was like the first hour or whatever of my stream yesterday.
Damn.
Well,
It's
if
like-
we're having issues, I'm gonna go to the bathroom
Yeah,
real
you go
quick.
do that.
I'm gonna go steal ham. Give me a second.
Go still ham. Me and Lily will talk more about the furry list.
Oh, I wanted to watch Pokemon on my Game Boy player.
No. I refuse to
so,
allow you.
I think in that list, I think the Sylveon, not the Evolutions would be around 6.
I would say probably at least a 6. Again, a lot of the Pokemon I would think would be higher than Twilight Sparkle, because Twilight Sparkle can talk to you. Twilight Sparkle is someone that can somewhat maybe even consent to things. I don't like saying that. But then you go to Eevee, which is still an animal. They do have above animal like levels of things, but like I would consider them even probably higher than Nala, because like that's difficult, you know, like that is like probably a high difficult. 7.
What's a high 7?
I would consider like a lot of Pokemon like a high 7, like almost an 8, but like on the same sort of level as Nala, because they do have more sentience about like the things happening around them than like your average actual animal. But then there are some of them that are just literally bees.
I think 7 is good if it's around Nala, because Nala's
a low
like,
7. Most Pokemon are a high 7.
Like,
but they're still around the same.
Like, if there was a human interaction, I feel it'd be similar where Nala wouldn't have the interaction with us, but would have the intellect of what we see in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Like Nala, if we walked up and saw Kovu looked over at us and said, "Hey, yo, wanna fuck?" I would expect Kovu would be able to do that. And then behind Kovu, we see Pikachu. Even if the Pikachu language is, "Hey, yo, wanna fuck?" it's still a weird thing. Like,
that is true. Well,
it's more weird, I would think, than...
At that point, we're blaming them for speaking a different language.
I'm not saying they're speaking a different language. I'm saying they're pets.
It's like saying you can't fuck with someone if they're Mexican.
What?
It's like, what?
I'm saying there's a power
Mystery
dynamic
Dungeon?
there that is not there for Kovu.
What about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
Shut up.
So you're saying it's cool if they can eat you? Because like Kovu's alive.
I'm saying it's cool if they are able to articulate it better than like a animal who you can lead away with a laser pointer.
Yeah, true. Again, you're
because again,
Pokemon
there are literal things in Pokemon where you see a Skitty, and Skitty is like at the same mental level as like a Pikachu, you would probably say, but they also chase their own fucking tail like a cat.
Well, I would too. How about?
Yeah, I would too.
What does that mean?
That means that you can articulate about as well as an animal.
If you had one less rib, wouldn't you do it?
I would.
Yeah, that's what
Look,
I thought.
here's the thing though, like whenever it comes to it, like anything, I would say anything that is like, I actually have it like listed here with like, we're gonna bring it up. This is happening right now. Hold on.
Like with
Okay,
the Pokemon
all right.
thing, I
I'm glad
think
that you
there
guys
is
have
a
fun with the role play.
difference.
Let's get the real
let's
stuff.
bring, like, I feel Entei,
I'm just gonna
for
put it in the
example,
room.
has more of a sentience than Stantler.
I actually use Cavelli in my my
Yes!
talks on like
And
where,
our presentation.
because like Cavelli is a 4 because they have a snout.
They would have been higher if I went for like the legs I was thinking of doing.
Mm-hmm. Like Cavelli is a 4 because they have a snout, but mostly still human feature, like humanoid features, human features. And Renamon's a 5 because they are much more. But yeah, I'll show you guys. We'll put it in the room. The room's up again.
Yeah.
The room is up again.
We're so back in. We're so
Probably would have gone Renamon levels.
I basically stopped you because I told you could either do this or do that, and it's like that's how they kind of work. We either have
It
to.
has been funny, like for completely unrelated reasons. Every time we try to bring a furry in, you have to like reel us back. Like it has been for two
So here's the furry
completely
chart.
unrelated reasons.
So here's the furry chart.
Okay, let's see it.
I put it over. I put it over here. 1, non-furry. You're not a furry.
Okay.
10, animal. You're not a furry. You're something else.
You're something else. Oh.
2, animal ears and tail. That's, you know, whatever. It's just like, you know, I have little fuzzy ears, but mostly I'm human. No, that's whatever.
Oh, do you want some white bread to go with your fucking butter?
3, slight animal features, but still mostly human. Like you have maybe a few scales, or you have like a little bit of fur, but you still have skin. You still have, you know, things of that nature. 4, you no longer have a human face. You have a snout, or you have something else about you that makes you less human. Maybe the legs, like you said earlier. You are fully furred out. You have that tail, you have everything going on, but you are still standing on your hind legs. You still wear clothes. That's a major thing to it, but you technically could get rid of it like a Bugs Bunny. Like you are still human enough that you have that kind of thing going on.
Mhm.
Number 5 is Renamon. Renamon has arm warmers.
I'm trying to think of where, without saying spoilers, a character in Dungeon Meshi would be. You have a human face.
I don't know
but
anything about Dungeon
entirety
Meshi,
of their
so
lower body. I'll show
I
you a
would
picture.
Say,
Either way.
like I get what you're talking about, but I'm just like I don't think it counts. It's a different
Well,
thing.
here's the
It's
big
like,
thing. If you're talking about something like a Lamia or like a Centaur, I'd say 4. Because again, still human enough that you could look at it and be basically anything in green and yellow, mostly just green. If somebody were to walk up to you, if you were a normal person, like a non-furry person, if you were a level 1 furry, which is non-furry, you could look at anybody with a green, for example, and if they said like, hey, that person's hot, and they just have like a fucking like a pair of cat ears, not a tail, not anything like that, if they look over and said that's like, you know, that person's hot, I don't think anybody would be like super freaked out, you know? It's like, yeah, I can see why you think they're hot. They have D cups and they are currently giving you the Nala eyes. Like, yeah, like that person with just regular like cat ears and is 98% the rest of the way human. No one's gonna look at that and be like, that's, yeah, I judge you. Once you get into 4s, when you start getting judged.
I think this character would be a centaur, just a very extreme version of a centaur.
But like 4s when you start getting judged, the yellow ones when you start getting judged, but people can still look at it and be like, I get it. There are like the Renamon hips, the Gardevoirs out there, like like Cavelli and 4, things of that nature. That's where people are like, it's a little weird, but I get it. We go then to 6, and 6 is immediately, that is when low human features, they don't usually stand upright. Sometimes they're smaller, asterisk. This is where you get like Twilight Sparkle. This is where you get the ponies. I feel like they act human enough, but they are animals. Whereas at 7, they could still have the same features as 6, but they act like animals. They are animals, but they might have some human expression. That is where I would put most Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon would be in that. Maybe there are some of them that are a little worse. Like, again, if somebody were to walk up to me and be like, man, I want to fuck that Caterpie, I'd probably say Caterpie's an 8.
That's not
Caterpie is like
sentient.
that is a literal fucking
That
bug.
thing just woke up.
That thing
just woke up.
barely exists. That thing is doing its natural instincts. That is what are you talking about? And then again, I would still consider anything in red, like that's where people are like, you're kind of weird, dude. You're kind of fucked up.
That's fucked up, bro.
9 is, again, the best way I can put it is like the literal like dog kind of thing. Like before it was fused into the little girl, the dog in FMA, like literally just an animal, a cartoon animal. They don't talk to you. They don't have that humongous expression of their eyes. They are if Dante was drawn. And again, 10 is my dog. You're not a furry, you're something else, and I'm calling the cops.
You're something else.
Basically anything in like green, yellow, or orange, you're probably not going to get the cops called on you. You're starting to be a little weird once you get into the red, you know?
I do see it.
Anyway, we're
what
back
you're
in the
talking
room. That's gonna stay forever. That's gonna
understand.
stay over there forever.
Okay, just whenever we see anything in this game, here's a chart we have to follow to know how like okay it is.
We'll need that for Kingdom Hearts as well,
Yeah.
just in case you decide to put Eeyore in or something.
Where
You
would
watch yourself. It's gonna be fucking Shmonic the Schmexbach next thing.
Eeyore would probably be 7. That
It's
being
just
said,
too
Eeyore is
depressed, you
also
know?
a plushie, so like maybe they don't even exist here. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
maybe it's not applicable, you know.
and maybe
yeah,
it's
I
NA.
did link the character I was talking about if you want to see.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably like a between probably a 4 and 5, but like I would say that one would be closer to a 5. That one, you know, just for the fact of I put here bigger.
Very big.
Yeah, I would consider that. Somebody would probably look at that and be hesitant to fuck it.
Disconcerted.
Anyway,
Concerned.
at this point, Dakar says he's going to stay here with your cows. The 5 of you plus Toledo have tonight
Yay.
to essentially find out anything you guys want before going into the northern area. You're also not sure, because again, brought up by Haal, if you guys go into one of these other areas, he's like, what's to stop us from thinking that all of these areas aren't connected to whatever this temporal magics that fucking undead guy talking in your brain said is gonna happen. We know it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So Haal's like, we don't leave unless we're together. Being
Makes sense
said,
to me.
where would the 5 of you like to go? You know what is to the west. You know what is to the north.
I mean, I think
We were-
that we're gonna talk about the Templar stuff. So at that point, we're planning to go west. Are we all still in agreement with that? Are we all cool?
Cool
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
we're gonna go to law.
I'm here
land.
already, but yes.
Okay. You guys just want to go straight over to the Western Fortress?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys step out. As you do, you pass by some of the Templars. You pass by Dad in particular over here as you walk by them. You make your way over toward the center fountain that would basically be going on. As you get to the fountain, actually, before anything, which one of you would it be? Cavelli.
Yeah.
Roll me for your instinct, please.
Okay. La 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 la. Zion, don't attack the hands. Those are just the tabletop hands. Where's the dice? They're probably by the tower.
Yep.
Yeah. Over here.
It's a nice mountain.
Ooh.
It's a pretty cool fountain.
The mountain. Your mountain.
Fountain.
Fountain.
See, that's why
It's so good.
that's why you got a 5. You thought it was a mountain.
I don't know how you did it, but we're proud of you.
Is currently Toledo doing anything?
Toledo's just here right now, and it's just
Okay, I
chilling.
didn't know if Toledo was flying with you or if it was over anybody or anything like that.
I don't believe we're hiding anyone.
You guys begin to make your way over toward the Western Fortress. As you do see that there are 2 people over here. La Popote does stand out to you guys. Halt! What is your business?
We had been mentioned by, I believe, Her Eminence.
I was there.
No,
Her
no.
Eminence did allow you to make their way inside, though I did not believe that Her Eminence or anybody else would have thought you would come this soon.
Is there a problem?
I just wish to know what you believe you are doing. What business do you have?
We ourselves had, simply had some questions regarding someone else we were trying to look for in here, if that would be alright.
Trying to look for in here? Are you not here because of the monk?
That is why we're here.
Then the monk is not this way. You can
It's,
return to your cart
separate.
now.
It is a separate person, ma'am.
I'm gonna roll for one of the others here because no one else had said anything. Do-do-do-do.
Please, someone save me!
I'm sorry, I was handling a cat. I'm back.
Ha'al will step forward as he does. I believe we had all heard Her Eminence say that if law wished to make their way forward, that they would be brought directly to her. Whatever business law may have is irrelevant at that point. Or do you wish to go against Her Eminence's words? Is that not what we all heard?
I was there. That is definitely what we heard.
Yep.
This way. They step back and they motion toward the west.
Thank you all!
They said no pickles on their burger.
We have him, the no pickles man.
You guys step under the archway. As you do, Fabio, you'll be the one here who would be able to recognize this. I believe you're the only one here. No, I can roll for Hall. I would like you to please roll me for your focus, please. And I will also roll for Hall.
Okay, let's see here. My focus is a 2. I don't have any dice.
Okay.
I will roll. You zoomed in, but it's fine. Oh, are there any fleetings in the chat?
I would give you one more roll. I'll give you one more roll because of what you are.
Thank you.
No problem.
So nice.
Interesting wording.
Why are you being nice? 16.
Fabio, you find as everybody walks under the archway here, you are followed by La Popote. As all of you walk under, as soon as you see Kyle and Law and Hall and everybody else make their way in, there's almost a shimmering effect that you see. As if they step through something, as if something around them changes. Immediately, you take note that something happened, but with
Something just happened.
with your noting of this, you also note that the Templar beside of you, when they step through, whatever seems to have happened is completely reverted. Something about the Templar being here seems to completely nullify whatever this is. You can only think of whatever it is as maybe those temporal magics, and maybe they don't seem to affect some of the Templars. You can talk to the Templar if you wish, or ask if anything is up or if anything is different. You seem to still have quite a long way before you reach Her Eminence's area.
Huh, that was weird. There was a weird shimmering, and then it stopped when you stepped through, Miss Templar.
Shimmering? What is it you mean?
I wouldn't say exactly like water, but when everyone else stepped through, they had like a shimmering effect as they walked through. But when you walked through,
You saw the
completely
curtain of
nullified.
magic.
I guess I did, yes.
Well, it makes sense. I believe you are an Ardit, correct?
Yes, I am.
There is a
Yes, I think I am.
strange... Yes, I think I am. There is a strange magic about this place as of late. One that has been here for a while. The magics that are about this area, they motion to the cloak upon their armor. We are able to nullify it to an extent. We are sort of jailers or executioners for mages or the like that go off and perform deeds unbecoming of this area. It is interesting that you mention that you see that. Currently, the only ones on staff are us, because of, we assume, either people being lazy, or because we have these protections. There is a strangity that has gone on in this place, but perhaps Her Eminence would be better suited to ask. I do not wish to reveal anything untoward to anyone that does not need to know. That being said, it is interesting to note that you see such a thing.
Thank you.
Do you happen to understand what this curtain is, or the magics thereof? Does it give any in particularity to you? They seem to be asking if you understand the origin of whatever the magic is, since you can see it, giving away that they might not know that the magic is temporal in nature.
I've never been a mage myself.
I'll
So
be
I'm not
learning
really
to run live real
familiar.
quick.
Huh?
I was just being fun as like more always having to learn to lie by a mission real quick.
That's what I'm sitting here on. Like, are you lying to them because you do know what this is?
I am lying, yes.
I would like
I'm
you to
lying of
please
omission.
roll me for your demeanor.
No,
You have a +1.
I do.
Also, hi, Anthony.
Anthony, hi.
Antonio!
Oh no, that's
That
a
makes
2.
sense. That
You have a
makes
fleeting.
all
You
the
have a
sense
fleeting.
in
You have
the
2
world.
fleetings.
Okay,
Thank
alright,
you,
good.
chat. Although it makes sense that he would flub the line.
That's very funny. Also, Anthony, if you wanna hang out, you can.
Okay, come on, keep
That's
going.
That is a
nat
1.
One more. Okay.
You know, we missed you. It's been a million. I could drag you here.
That's an 8. So a total of 9.
That is a total of 9. When you are saying that you don't really understand magic all too well, you're not really a magic boy, you do note that they do seem to stare to you for a bit. You're not sure if they completely believe you. I'm actually going to roll for them because that was very middling. I'll give you a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Oh
Oh wait, I'm gonna 3 of these boys.
Oh my god.
I believe in all 4s. That's 2.
Reroll. 2.
I believe in all 3s.
It brings it down to a 13.
Can I don't know if
Brings it down to a 11.
an 11,
They're still
so
on the roll. There's still 2 over you.
there's still 2 over me. Am I
You
able to put
so
one
much
more in?
into it, I will put 1 for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Just because you put so much into it.
That brings it down to an 8 on the roll. Do I check their demeanor stat?
Yes.
Because I know in my heart of hearts, I know that with their demeanor they will probably beat you.
That
But
probably
I
makes sense.
technically
People
don't
are
know if
scary.
I don't check.
It's, it's late at night. They already had to deal with so much bullshit from the goddess light and the pudding and all the confusing things.
I mean,
You don't need to
it
check.
technically wouldn't be demeanor. It would most likely be either focus or instinct.
Yeah, that's what would make sense, right?
I will say this. One of those 2 stats is higher than the other. You have a 50-50 shot, Fabio. Which stat among their focus or their instinct is lower? And if you choose the lower one, I will say that I'm not going to give them their bonus for it. Do you think that their focus is lower or their instinct is lower?
Let's see here. What do I know?
I might
about
even have
these?
you show your work. We'll see.
Oh my god, show
Well,
your work.
I might be that
Looking-
kind of an
let's see
asshole.
here. Well, you see, as far as I understand with the Templars, they're not really. Most of them aren't actually like the I hit thing real hard with a mace kind of Templar. A lot of them, or a majority of them, are the magic wielding ones, and they're not even divine magic either. So I believe that they would have a higher focus so they can, do their anti-magic killing execution things. Because they gotta do that if they're gonna fight mages and things. They gotta have stronger magics.
So are
Because-
you with this thought, before you say your answer, with this thought, would you then consider yourself a good magic-y person?
I'll pull you off.
I would not.
Are you a good person?
It's like I love your thought. I love your train of thought. Would you consider yourself very good at magic since you have a +2 in focus?
I do have a +2 in focus. I think they have a lower focus. Because we need to have the technique and skill to fight people with magic, you see.
Oh
His
my
ability is the more magic attacking stat.
Oh my god.
Just
Oh
as
my
a reminder, focus is more about like ranged attacks and things like that.
Yeah.
So what is lower, their instinct or their focus?
You mean their technique or focus?
Their
Or
instinct or their focus?
Instinct or
or their
focus.
focus.
Which one of those 2
Should I
is
pull you
lower?
off again?
I think their focus is lower.
You are correct.
Fabio wins
I
everything.
want you to know, if you were to have just told me focus higher, that's it, I probably would have just been like, all right, dude, you're wrong. But whenever you were talking and you're like, it's because it's magic, I'm like, that might just be a problem that I did. Maybe I didn't explain it good enough.
So I was not looking at the chart over here. You see, I was not looking at our offensive.
My
check, our
amazing
defensive
chart?
stats. Yeah,
You
I was
weren't
not
looking at my
this, you see.
amazing chart here?
I should have been looking at this. Yes.
You didn't see good?
I didn't see good.
I
And you
think
see
I think
instinct
this
over
is
here. Look at this. That's a very important stat right there.
Oh yeah.
That's an AC stat.
That's also a defensive save. That is for noticing things as well.
They are
Because
very
focus is
scarily
good for
bad.
noticing things. Instinct is great for noticing things. So what you would see for focus, your focus would be your active seeing, for example. Your instinct is more reactive seeing kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I will say that through omission, you lie successfully.
You don't like the
Omission!
best you've ever done, but you do better than them, which is all that really matters.
It's all that really matters.
It's all that matters.
Because I just got a lamau from Anthony. I guess he doesn't want to come in.
I will make him come in.
Want to come
I
in
see
here.
him. I can bring him over.
We don't want to force anything. He doesn't want to
I
hang
do.
out. He doesn't want to hang out.
I do. I'm forcing him. Watch this.
I'm
Hello.
Hi.
Mwah.
You didn't have to
We
steal
miss
him.
you. Bye. I'm gonna put you back in there.
I'm gonna put you back in there. Perfect.
I miss
Don't fuck with
him
me.
already.
All right, let's go.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck
All
with
right,
me.
fucko,
I have the
KK,
power
look.
out of an enemy.
Look, that's just because you didn't want to come in and hang out with us. We had to fucking deal with you. You guys enter. As you do, you follow a long trail area. They seem to talk to Fabio a little bit more about whatever this magic curtain that seems to have been over this place is. Fabio does play dumb successfully, not letting them know that he understands magic at all. Him just farm boy, recently graduated from farm boy school.
They want me to use what? Oh me, oh my.
I just learned how to use a pitchfork for the very first time.
They are able to somewhat take Fabio at their word. There seemed like there was like some lingering things. Who knows exactly what goes down? But as you guys make your way, you do find, after quite a long while of walking, taking note that this is most likely connected with the outer wall of this entire tower. You guys find a large set of doors, tall enough for a tall woman maybe to be inside of, and there is a knocking that God, your name again, Papote, seems to give to it. The knocking is very swift, is only a single knock. They then wait, and eventually the doors seem to open on their own. As the doors begin opening, you guys are face to face once again with Her Eminence. Apote motions for you guys to go in and then goes to return to their spot. Bloop. You find inside of this room, there appears to be several armoires around the sides of it. Some of them open to reveal weaponry and armors. You see what appears to be lots of different game showing along the walls, a bunch of different things that they might have either hunted or killed. You see, looking over toward one of the areas off to the side, there appears to be some kind of a small living hammock, potentially where they are able to rest. By small, I mean, big enough for them, so large for you. And in the very center, you see them standing, again, helmet off at this point, in front of their desk, with that small piece of Tupperware down onto the ground opened on their desk. They look off to you. They motion to show yourselves in front of them. Do you all step forward?
Yeah.
Yep.
The five of you, plus Toledo,
Toledo. And Toledo is here.
make their way forward. That was swift.
We simply was going to talk about it, but we'd all agreed to come over and take the generous invitation.
Invitation. Suppose you could call it that. But from what I understand of this invitation, there wasn't anything really given forth from it. You have need of me in some way.
We would indeed need aid.
In what way?
While we were waiting for Monkey, as we had mentioned, we figured that since the academy is quite large, there were other people who we had hoped to find.
Do you think me stupid? Law Adams.
No, ma'am.
When I have my helmet off, do I have the face of someone who can be so easily swayed to believe that you are here for that reason?
No, ma'am.
You come to me in a carriage, one that has adornments and showings of the king of this country. And why would that be? I'm guessing you did not find it on the side of the road. Why is an emissary of the king here speaking to me of a person that is here? Monkey O lives on these lands. They're a prisoner that is here, meaning you, someone away from these lands, have barely any interaction with them. You came here for a different reason. An official reason from your king.
He just makes a signal for how to bring the paper out.
Right. I suppose we do have that as well, but we are looking for information as well, and we are allies and friends of Monkey O. There are many reasons we're here.
They all happened at once.
Both official and personal reasons. We had hoped to get through our personal reasons before the official ones.
Whenever you have made your way in here with the teacher, I had expected to be immediately informed on what is happening. And when I was not, I tend to get irritated. I'm already short-staffed as it is, and I'm completely at the end of my rope. So this paper, motions over to Hall, had better be good news. They put a hand out for it. Hall looks to you.
Well, we can't back out now.
Let
yes,
me
we
see.
can. Smoke bomb. Kidding.
Let me see your official business before we talk of any private matters. Right. Here.
Cavelli will look a little nervous too, but will keep things going without saying anything.
Conscription.
Yes.
And one is a child. One from the farmlands outside of these places. You know that magical children are brought here for their own protection. lifts up chair that they didn't know they still carried. I'm playing.
She has a table. She's ready.
They have only just now brought themselves here. They do not know how to protect themselves from themselves. And the other, well, they're dead, aren't they?
We didn't know. You just have the paper.
Yeah, quick pause. Do we? What? I mean, we know.
You were
obviously, but-
not told that by the king.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, excuse me?
The other one you wish to conscript here is deceased. Unfortunate for you.
Mm.
The letter we have just given you is a conscription of the leader of these lands. Maybe not the ones we stand upon now, but it is a ask for a formal summons of these two people. If you say one of them is deceased, we should bring that knowledge back to His Majesty. But the other is a citizen of his lands, and as such needs to be returned to him. And if he needs to return, you can speak with the king. But as you can see, this is a official summons, as is his right. His right. They look to it. I'm gonna have them roll to see if they notice anything up with this document.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw these over here, and here we go. Here are the last two I have. I will pull them first for fun.
Hey, wait a minute. This
That
paper's
is
all
a
fucked up.
1 and a reroll, so I will reroll, and a 3.
I will -3 from whatever this is.
This paper's all fucked up.
That is a 6.
Incredible.
Thank
Incredible.
God
problem
I didn't have to
is-
use the misfortune.
The problem is, they do have advantage.
You're gonna roll again.
But I will still lower 3 on whatever this is.
Okay.
That's worse!
That's worse!
Oh, it's worse, baby.
That's really good for you. They have a higher stat for this than any of you guys currently have. They have a +5 to this.
Oh, that's scary.
Listen, if all went wrong, I have my misfortune. It would have been fine.
They look to it. We will be sending a message back of our own. I assume that is fine. Of course. Fucking, I was like, it fucking worked. It worked.
I was like, oh.
Of course, yes, that's as is your right, yes.
Right.
We will need to confirm. The one noted on the missive is not you. It is the one in charge of the academy. We will need to confirm that the other cannot be given to us. We will also need to give this to its rightful person. I hold the exact same amount of power as the one in charge of this academy. Yes, but it needs to go to them. I'm gonna roll for Hall.
I'm trying to find the right words to say here, and it's hard to find the words because I'm also Fabio.
Because
yes,
Hall
they have the power,
making the
but they don't
words.
have the- yeah.
Hall is making the words because the others are not making the words, so he's doing his best. That is a 6 though.
The king
Okay,
seems.
question. All right, hold on.
Go ahead.
Everybody pause. We saw the letter, right? Because when we saw the forgery.
Yep.
Does it
Mhm.
directly address the headmaster?
It does.
Apologies for my interruption, but while you may have the same power, it addresses someone different. It is not a matter of authority, if that makes sense. It's a matter of person.
Roll me negotiation law.
Yes, Captain.
You can do it, Hall. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
I
Here.
need to give my boy some help if we both die, we die together, alright?
Here you go. You can have a +2.
15. And 2. And fucking 2 again.
You look to them
19.
as you say that. You notice that Hall is starting to break under the pressure.
It's like, just see, it's like, no, alright, hold on. I got this. This is my job.
We will hold on to that fleeting from you. But they seem to look over to you and with a small smirk, because again, they have their helmet off at this point. Fine, you can chase dead bodies all you wish. They will roll it back up. Tell me if there's any problems with the headmaster. They do not like handing off their people. At the very least, we should follow our agreement with the king of these lands and send back that child. Though, from what I understand of them, they look to it, they were recently acquired and they apparently are going to be quite a special case. They will most likely be hesitant to return them. I'm sure we can get them to do it.
I'm sure that we will be able to.
Why are you holding
They
that
do not-
table? What's happening?
They do not wish to. What is the right terminology here? Impede the king and his wishes. It would not look good for them.
Quite frankly, I don't care. But we have a working relationship that we need to keep up. That being said, they will roll the missive back up and hand it back to you, back to Hall, as they do. So if that is your business, tell me the other things you wish to speak of. You said you have personal reasons for making your way here.
Yes, I am looking for a man named Arnold.
Arnold?
Mm.
Why do you care
believe
about
he-
Arnold?
I have a message for him from a friend of his, off in Anwin. Did I say the name right? Arswick. My bad.
Arswisk.
Arfwiz, I think. Yeah, you have to kind of give it like a.
Arnold is currently a very important figure, as much as I would rather it not be the case. It would be difficult for them to be driven from their current duties. How much of their time do you need?
Personally, I don't know how he will react to the message that he is going to be receiving, because I've never met him myself. I just know I was told to give a message to him, and how that will work from there, I am unsure.
They seem to like actually like look to you like almost in a pitying way.
Oh no!
If you have any trouble with them, send them my way. I would much rather them not cause any issue. And please do not think of the entire organization as anything you find from them. In like less words, they don't represent us.
No, I understand. I understand. This is not representative, of course.
Of course, you would find them over in the barracks off to the east.
Thank you very much.
Is that all?
There is like the most aggressive side-eyeing happening. I was like, are we gonna talk about Anfea? No, we're good.
I mean, I took up Arnold. I feel like it would be
Why
weird
are
if
you such a bitch? I'm kidding.
Throw them in chains.
Oh, God.
to the whipping board.
Please take the L. We each took an L. You have to help.
If that is all.
What is it that I'm taking the L for? Hold on.
Asking for Anfea.
I mean, at the same time, you guys know where the barracks are. You don't have to ask if you don't feel like you need to, although they could be somewhere else.
Yeah, that's the thing.
From what you remember, they are not a Templar anymore, though.
Anymore, yeah. I guess it's up to you. Do you want to ask or not?
I guess there's one question I have, if you don't mind.
You were... who again? Your name? I never got it.
K.
K. Well then, K, what is it you need?
How much do you know about Athea?
Anthea. They were a promising soldier. However, they were also apparently a late bloomer. Late bloomer? Yes, they showed aptitude for magic a bit late in their career. They made their way into the academy quite recently. We are not exempt from conscription from the academy. If they believe that we are a danger because of the contracts that summoners and other summoning magics may entail, we are brought in as well. Most of us, our magic corps at the very least, are graduates of different parts of academies. We are given to the same order that keep things safe here, but Anthea, they seem to have a particular love, or I guess a particular reverence to summoning magic. They had also apparently had a dream about it.
Oh, yeah?
They are off. When they were a soldier, they were as good a soldier as you could possibly imagine. Followed directions, did everything by the book, did not ask too many questions when given direct order. But ever since they were chosen for conscription, and ever since they apparently had those visions, they seemed... how do I put this? They seemed less a soldier and more a woman in heat.
What the fuck? I mean, sorry. What the fuck?
Again, you ask of the two largest stains on the identities of the Templars within the nearest league. Those two are... They should not be representative of anything you see here. If you're looking for Anthea, however, you'll have to find them inside. They went off into the academy again recently, so you should not find them too far away. I warn you with them, they were given a strange, well, they were given a strange coat when they entered. Apparently, the mages, the summoners here, are given different colors depending on their, I guess, magical aptitude. They were given one that apparently had not been seen in a few years. Some kind of ill omen, from what I could tell, given the research I put into it. They have robes of a dark purple. Some would even look at it and see black. Again, they are strange. A stranger woman you would probably not find. Again, at least in the circle.
Sorry, the way you worded that, I thought that one dress where it's like, I think it was like a yellow dress, but people were saying it's a different color.
And now I have one question for you, Kay. You're a Millen folk, a hyena, correct?
What do you ask?
Do you happen to know a man named Koba? Willie, could you roll me experience, please?
Let's see if you know. It does make sense for Carmel to just say no immediately.
I know
though.
that. I just want them to see if they understand.
No,
this.
yeah, as well. I'm just sitting here like that's pretty fun. Oh,
No.
No.
First truth ever told by Cavelli.
They step over in your direction. Good.
Didn't know I should know them.
You shouldn't. They are... From what I understand, they are gathering Millen folk similar to them. They are... How do I put? They're a bandit, in the worst form of the word. They're one that whenever I first laid eye on you, I had given worry about. My people have slight amounts of Jotun blood, giant's blood, for those who might know. They are ones that are mostly kept off into the savannas and the mainland. Koba had recently been seen in these lands, however. I don't know exactly what they're doing, why they're gathering certain tribes of Millen folk about them, but it's never good. Ow. Okay. It's never good. There was like a anyway, whenever they are called about, nothing good ever follows. Keep an eye out for Koba. And if you are set upon by tribes of Milim folk that seem similar to yourself, try not to be swayed too heavily by them. At least be diligent in keeping your wits about you. I would say the same thing to all of you about your king as well. They step over toward the pudding that they have. As I mentioned before, we have no need or authority with the man. But this is the first I've ever seen them come and conscribe anyone, especially two people. I do not know what they wish to do with them. But as we mentioned, the people here are dangerous. Out of all of the towers, magics about conjuration and summoning, they should not be meddled too heavily. And if your king is looking for that mage, full knowing that they are dead, I don't know exactly what they want. We don't know who that is. Is there any reason as to why? I'm gonna roll, because Haal's like, I need to know things.
It's like, what's going on?
Oh no.
Oh, brother.
Roll for them. That is a natural 20.
He's gonna blow. Hal's gonna die.
She looks over at him.
Oh no.
You expect me to believe that you don't know the name written on that paper. Mm. Whenever that person was brought into this world, they brought in with them strange things. I can only assume that they were either born with that, or the king had something to do with the strangeties of that boy. But ever since their birth, ever since their travels to this land all those years ago, strange magics, strange foliage began to show themselves around. You've seen the trees that surround the kingdom. The magics that are there, the strange way that this boy taints the world around them without even having any sort of tie to a malady. If that boy's dead body is what the king is looking for, if they are in some way trying to dabble in strange necromancies or the like, we will find out. I doubt the headmaster will send you with anything of the sort. That is all. Unless you have anything else to ask. They
That
sort of
should be
reach
it.
down and grab the Tupperware and take like a small spoonful of the pudding.
Oh, so it was too sweet. Now it's just right, huh?
I haven't eaten.
It's good. It's good. That should be everything. Thank you.
You may not be denizens of the circle, but just so you know, this place is safe from him, if you ever need it. They use the spoon and motion toward the door.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys
Let's get the fuck out of here.
walk the long hall out Whenever you guys walk through the end, you would notice walking through whatever that strange curtain is again, Fabio. But nothing seems to change as you leave the area. It only seemed to change whenever you stepped in. And again, it seemed to have been immediately nullified by the Templar that was there. As you guys make your way out and head a decent way away from any of the patrolling Templars, you find yourself over at the fountain once more. So they know that the prince is dead, or at least should be, meaning that it is not a widely known thing that they still live, according to Selenel.
That does appear to be so. Not even here, at least they are very convinced that he does not live.
That means that the headmaster is keeping that secret for some reason. Which is potentially good, because that means the king might not have known they live, but at the same time, why ask for a corpse? It all seems to point to him still thinking that his son lives at the very least. Or what the Templar said, and that they just needed that part of him.
That's I suppose when you put it like that.
According to that lady that I wanted to hit over the head with a table, necromancy's pretty easy. You're just going to admit that, all right.
Oh, I was thinking it.
So the king either at this point knows that their son is alive, that the prince still lives, or they want to do something with the deceased body. Why would they even think that the body is intact if he's been dead for so long, though? I mean, obviously they should have buried him. Shrugs. We have many more questions.
I mean, necromancy isn't always the option, right?
So, apparently this Arnold could be off in the barracks off to the east.
That would appear so from what they'd said, and the other one was already
Apparently
inside.
horny? Oh, sorry, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
I don't know how I
was
feel about
thinking
their
about
sexual
that, too.
proclivity, but I don't think I want to discuss it that much.
I don't know, it's just kind of weird.
I agree.
She had some like wet dream or something, and now she's super horny.
That's just I know that's what was said, right? But now you're saying it, and I'm confused again.
I never heard them say wet dream. What are you talking about?
I feel like it'd be weirder if it was a normal dream and then she woke up horny.
Yeah, you have to read between the lines a bit. It is pretty weird that like that became her whole personality, though. I mean, I've had dreams too, but that doesn't change my entire outlook on life.
Must have been good.
I've heard people that had dreams with the same gender that changed them for good.
Oh, yeah, I've had some of those as well, but I don't see how that's anything different. And that's why you're the subject of what we're just talking. Don't worry about that. Either way, Arnold is apparently off over there. And if we still want to speak to them about anything, I'm not even entirely sure what we're looking to gain from talking to them.
To be quite honest, from what I understand, when we talked about it a couple of days ago, that person was someone that, at that point, Andy considered trustworthy.
I wasn't getting that just
So-
then. I wasn't getting that vibe.
They were very not from what they said, no.
Hey, someone can be
But-
trustworthy but bad at their job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because a baker doesn't have very good cakes doesn't mean he can't keep a secret, you know?
I feel like I got lost in the metaphor a little.
I'm hungry.
I hand her the sampler jar of pudding.
They will take it.
Her gloves needed, dude.
I need to keep myself full. If I don't, I don't have any power in my arms.
To be fair, Andy was quite eccentric as well, so it would not be strange for those sorts of people to coexist.
Well, they're apparently trustworthy, but I don't know exactly what more we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
They look over toward the three of you. If we need to go and speak with this Arnold, then let's go and do it, but I don't know what we're looking to gain from it. We already have a lot of the answers.
Well, since
We still don't know why this place is so understaffed, at least outside.
that, and we do need to figure out how to get 2 of the trinkets because you didn't ask her for 1.
Suppose that's true. If he's as bad as his job as people claim, maybe he'll just give us his.
Exactly.
That sounds like
Sure,
a good
Birdie's made
idea.
up.
I think it's a good idea to try.
Kyle, you got some a little bit
Your
right
mouth
here.
full.
Oh,
Your
thank you.
mouth is full.
I think we're sorry.
We can't understand you.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna keep eating them. All right. Seems we have an Arnold of our own. Let's go.
I'm glad how quick Hala has gone from essential worker to essential worker.
It seems like all of you are still wanting to go and talk to Arnold, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like that's
Either die a SpongeBob or live to see yourself become a Squidward.
You guys make your way over. As you do, just like before, one of the Templars stops you from going too far. You see Dad, who is a woman, standing in front of you as they do. Halt.
Hmm?
What is it that you need?
This will be troubling to hear, but we would like to speak to Arnold.
I don't believe those words have ever been said.
I know. I have a message from Arsvik from a friend of his that needs to reach him.
Come on in. Seems a lot easier to go into the barracks than the other side. As everyone steps through, I believe you've already noticed it, so there's no real reason to say you notice it again. You find that you pass by, again, another one of those curtains or whatever, but you do note that whenever this person steps through, whatever change was seemingly about to happen is completely nullified.
So seeing the sheen, from what he understood from the other Templar lady, they want to know if he could see the type of magic that
Yes.
it was.
Yes.
Is there any way for him knowing that it is temporal magic? Is there any way that he could try to understand by looking at it now that it's temporal magic? Like,
No.
maybe like a sign of it? No? Okay.
If you did not know what the magic was, it does not have any specific thing. It's almost like you're just walking through, almost like a cloth made of glass.
Mm-hmm.
And by glass, I don't mean money.
I know.
Hee hoo hoo.
You just seem to walk through like this cloth made of just glass. As everyone passes through it, no one seems to really have a note of it except for you.
Understood.
As you step in, you are shown to a much lower amount of time to go forward into the area. They just sort of motion you toward barracks, and then they go and stand and wait for you guys to wish to return. As you look over, you do find that there are several people who are currently in a lookabout for it. There are several people who are either showing themselves to be in Templar armor or in the armor or the robes from the academy. You do find that there is one lonesome person all away from themselves, but as you look to them, they seem to be alone because they are currently trying to stack cups on top of their head.
Oh my god, the epic can stacking baby.
Yeah, that's him. I think that's the one.
See, balancing.
He is.
And-
Yes.
Okay. just wanted to
Yeah,
make
they're
sure we all
balancing.
saw.
You got a problem with that?
You see what appear to be a robed individual, which again, whenever you had talked to your boy and Arfwisk, they did say none of those suits except for one that he liked were any trustworthy. But you do find that there is a what looks like a mage wearing the war robes, trying to stack cups and things on his head and balance them. He has about
I
4
think that's
already.
Cool.
Fabio
let's-
will approach. Hello, Arnold.
Don't.
Ah! He jumps. All 4 of them fall.
No! I am so sorry.
He looks to the ground where the 4 cups have clattered to the floor. He looks back to Fabio. There is a look of betrayal on his face.
I'm sorry you were looking at me though. I don't know how I shocked you.
He was
No,
not
that's
looking at
pretty
you.
impressive.
He was stacking cups on his head.
He was stacking cups.
I'm trying to be funny.
He just like looks over. Why, Birdman?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I've spooked you.
No, it's fine. He looks down. The cups are not broken. They just clattered onto the ground. They look like they're made of wood, but he looks at them like they're all gone.
Goes over and begins picking them up.
Yeah, let's get to him.
You guys pick up the 4 cups that are on the ground. You put them in front of him. He does not look at them at all. It seems like he has decided they no longer exist.
He drops them again.
Understandable.
He just
Anyway.
looks past them to you guys.
I just put one on his head while he's doing that.
What seems to be the problem? It's perfectly balanced.
Incredible.
Well, a mutual friend of ours, Indy, told us that we could come and talk to you.
Oh, you guys are friends of Indy.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to shun you entirely because of the betrayal. But, you're friends of Indy and you're willing to admit it. Maybe you're a part of the Order.
Order?
Sure.
Yeah, the Order of me and Indy.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not an
He
order.
searches out-
That's
Alright, as long as it's not cult.
Those are 2 people.
it could be considered a cult. I would do
Well, it's
anything.
not, so.
I would do anything for Indy. Even join a
Oh,
cult.
you'd even. I see. So you would also be able to get us the Templar trinkets.
Templar trinkets? What's Indy doing with those?
We need them.
Who are you?
He said that you could. I'm Fabio. We're friends of his.
I don't know about that.
He has luck-based magics.
Torture
He likes
that out of him,
rolling
did you?
dice. No, he was quite adamant about showing it off.
That sounds like Indy, but I think I'm gonna have to put you through a test first.
Anything.
All right. Well, if you were to describe Indy in a single word, what would it be?
Well,
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good word. I'll accept it. All right,
you.
we're best friends.
Thank you, best friend.
But you and Indy are best friends? You and Fabio are best friends? We're all
Yes.
best friends. No.
Exactly.
I don't agree with this. Toledo, put another cup on his head.
It's good to meet you, best friend.
Hey, you're not my best friend until you pass one of my tests, but I'm
Oh,
not
no,
telling
no.
you the test yet.
I'm not your best friend. You're my best friend. I get it. I know my place.
He makes a good point.
All right.
Oh no, we're best
as
friends.
long
He
as
points to
we're
Fabio.
clear.
You had said best friend. You can't take
Yes,
that back.
we are.
Okay.
Yes. No, I mean, yes, we are, but for her, yeah.
All right, good. He
Yeah,
has not acknowledged that Toledo has put a second cup on his head.
Toledo is now the can stacking baby.
Now, what can I do for you, best friend?
I need 2 of those, the trinkets that the Templars have.
Ah, got it. He looks down at his hand. It's time for me to die then.
You don't have to die for it.
I guess I should.
You don't have to die for it.
For my friends, I would do anything.
Why would you die?
Even join a cult.
Hold up. You don't have to die for it. It's-
We need you to join the cult of giving us those amulets.
Oh, well, if you're wondering as to why I'm going to give my life for you, it's because, well, I'd have to get them. And that means I have to take them. He looks over toward the other Templars. And that means it's time to show my true colors to all of my best friends.
I don't believe they have to die.
If you're
No.
doing this, please don't call us best
Arnold.
friends.
Arnold, my friend.
Yeah.
Those
Best friend.
Those trinkets are used up
Best
when they
friend.
die. Yes, my best friend.
Okay.
Arnold, my best friend. And those trinkets are when the Templars die. That is when the trinkets are used up.
Yes. Which means
So if you-
we have to take them, then kill them.
No, because they might still activate. You could just steal them without them knowing or killing them.
No.
Yes.
You do not want to, or
I don't think you know everything. You may be sitting here by Indy, but I don't know if he's told you everything, huh?
He has told us not to trust anyone but you.
That's because I'm a spy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Oh, they all know.
they all know.
What do you fucking mean? I've told them.
They all know. You've told them.
Yes. They're my best friends. I would do anything for them, including join a cult.
Okay, I'm a bit skeptical of being the best friend right now.
I see what they now mean about him.
You see, ever since I've joined this place, whenever I was a kid, because they took me, I'd always thought I should get my revenge. And so I told that to literally every person I met, because they were my new best friends. The teachers who I said that I was going to get revenge on are also my best friends. And whenever I graduated, I gave them all a letter showing, with my thesis, how I would take revenge on all of them, which was to become a spy and stay in the school. They said that that wasn't a thesis, and so they kept me in the school and didn't let me graduate. They didn't realize that was the plan. So here I am.
I see.
Hey, Law, you ever go from not understanding a goddamn thing to understanding everything in the snap of a finger?
often I do.
I need to ask you, best friends.
Yes, best friend.
Do
What
I
is it?
need to hide? If none of them believe me or think of me as a threat?
You're right, it's genius.
Exactly. Anyway, when it comes to those objects, most of these Templars would rather die than have to go and replace them because it's expensive.
Oh, it's expensive? How expensive?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't have one.
They're okay.
But I'm sure that it's probably a lot.
Do they have to go somewhere to
Yes.
replace them?
They have to go to the other building across the way.
Hmm.
And they have to get a new one.
That one? Just pointing back to where we get that one?
Yeah.
So, you know that they've replaced them before.
Yes.
How often?
When they die. Well, whenever they use it up, they have to go and get a new one. Yeah.
And how often do they die?
Once or twice.
In their lifetime?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've only seen a couple of them go and get new ones. I'm not able to do a lot of reconnaissance. I always have eyes on me for some reason. Uh-huh. So, that being said, I can't help you with that unless you want me to blow my cover and also some people up, which I will do for you.
We'll consider it.
That being said, Indy's never really been interested in Templar relics. I doubt that that's why he sent you to me. Again, that doesn't matter. I will go and kill myself for the opportunity to you have this if you want me to. Just say the word.
Not yet.
All right. In like 5 minutes.
We'll let you know
we'll
if
see.
we
You
do.
can
All
ask
right.
again in 5 minutes if you wish.
Okay, you let me know. Make like a scene. You know?
Yeah.
Find a scene.
like a thing. Like we can like give a signal. You're pretty good. Puts a hand on Kyle's head. You're gonna go far, kid. Please don't call me that. Now, what else can I do for you? Let go of my head. All right. Thank you.
Well, actually, we heard that the Templars here are short-staffed. Do you know why?
Oh yeah. He like motions over toward the ones that are over in the corners, now looking at you guys as if like, what the fuck are those guys talking to that guy about?
Pluto put another cup on his head.
He has 3 now. Perfectly balanced.
Incredible.
That's because they've all been disappearing.
Disappearing.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and they're and they're dying or just
Well, if they were
vanishing?
dying, then their relics would stop them, wouldn't they?
True.
Dying, I suppose.
No, they've been disappearing into the academy.
Are they initially going in as reinforcements, or are they just disappearing when they walk through?
At first, they would make their way inside, and then nothing. They never made their way back out. At which point, they would send more to go in and get them, to be like, hey, yo, get those guys. And then they never came back either. The only ones that are ever able to come back are the ones you see here. He motions toward all the Templars, which again, most of them are like these kind of Templars. They have like the cloaks on them.
So the ones that have been disappearing are the ones without the cloaks, right?
Exactly. You're pretty Smart, best friend.
Thank you, best friend. I try.
So yeah, right now, we don't know exactly what's going on with them except that they haven't returned. And whenever any of the others go in to see them, they find empty halls. Empty? Mm-hmm.
So wait a minute. You're telling me that people that have been entering the academy have all been disappearing?
Yeah.
And the Templars out here are the only ones actually left around.
Oh yeah.
So the lady that we came here with, the teacher who went inside, is now basically disappeared.
Completely gone.
Completely gone, yes.
Oh.
Why? Oh, we don't know. No, I mean, why is this not being a bigger deal like this? If all of those mages and people are missing, why are you okay with it? Why is nothing else happening? Looks over. So that's the deal, bud. Best friend. No. They want them to go.
They want them to go in there?
He motions to himself. I am the only one remaining currently with the Templars. I was stationed here with them because nobody else wanted me around. They also don't want me around, but you have to go somewhere. All of the rest of those like me are out on mission. Whenever they return, they go through that gate, and then they disappear. Summoners, the magic from that place, it's volatile. Summoning magic in general is volatile. There's not a single other tower in existence in this world that have to have as many Templars in front of them. All they need are a couple of summoners. Myself, maybe a couple of the others. The rest of them, well, let's just say the Templars aren't really shedding a tear about them missing. It was only whenever they started being missing that they started to care. But they don't have anything they can do about it. So when a Templar goes to walk in there, one that they think is going to disappear, they stop them. Anybody else? Well, that's just a problem covering itself up, isn't it?
Oh my god, they're trying to just take over the area around and not let anyone know that there's a problem.
Or he's crazy.
I mean, we'll find out if we get to see Monkey O tomorrow or not. They took him to the tower, correct?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know that you probably wouldn't know, but that is what we've heard.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Why?
Are you very powerful?
Oh, yeah. But also they're keeping an eye on me because I'm betraying them. But also they don't want me to disappear because, again, I'm one of the only summoners that was remaining around this area, and they seem to think that I am perfectly safe despite knowing that I'm going to betray them and knowing how powerful I am and having the inhibitor inside of me.
What?
That last part, yes, please. Oh yeah, I can't use magic right now.
Because you
My
were
best friend, they put an inhibitor in you?
They did.
Why?
So you can't kill them. I mean, I could. There's other ways to kill people.
Yeah, that is true.
Why did they put that on you?
Because they only need my knowledge. They don't need my magic. So you're like kidnapped then.
That seems to be, yes, that just seems to be kidnapped right now.
Oh yeah.
Polita, put another cup on his head.
He has 4 now. You see,
Dang
this
it.
is when it starts to look as if it's starting to fall.
It's wobbling.
As it falls off of him, he looks for a second like he wants to look down, but he's still trying to avoid thinking about them.
Toledo starting.
So then, the reason why they were willing to let us talk to you is because I see now. They want to make everything look fine when it's not.
Maybe they didn't think I'd tell you everything, or maybe they thought that I would tell you everything and you wouldn't believe me, or maybe it's some other thing that I haven't said because I don't
Any
know.
of one of those.
If we follow along with your assumption, it would make some other side of sense, some way they were more interested in signing us off here and not in there. If we were missives of the king and we disappeared, it would look quite
Bad.
problematic, indeed.
It's probably why they were trying to turn us away as well. But then once they saw that we were adamant about seeing the headmaster, I don't think they care any longer if we disappear. But why would they then let us go and talk to you and learn about all of this?
Because I believe that if we would think he was crazy.
But if we, for example, didn't. Oh, that's easy. You're going to... Yes, go ahead.
Well, go ahead. I think I know what. Go ahead.
They think that we're a problem now. They know that we're going to go in there, so it doesn't matter what we know.
Or just disappear.
We have several reasons to go in there, so the problem will solve itself.
The one
And
thing
if
that I
that's-
do think, though, is that we should do something before going in now.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Should we take everything in with us? Because I don't want to leave the car here alone.
I don't think we can take the horses or the carriage, but I do agree we should take the car. If he doesn't come with us, I don't want to leave a lone Dragovic out here.
Right.
This was good that we came here.
Careful, Zion.
I hate saying that, but
My
this is
headphones.
good.
He clasps
Back.
Arnold on the shoulder. Thank you, my
No,
best
the
friend, for
cups!
telling us.
The cups fall.
Thank you, my best friend. You've told us everything we needed to know.
Hey,
We are now more prepared.
hey.
hmm
He puts a hand on your shoulder. If I die, just know I would have joined a cult for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It sounds like you just want to join a cult at this point.
You seem quite insistent.
You see him put his hand on, like, out and then touch the tip of his nose and smile at all of you.
Oh. Fabio nods understanding.
So, one thing. What is now to stop us from just leaving other than the fact that we can't? Because I refuse.
I mean, yeah,
I think
but
that. I think that.
Like
You just
what?
said it.
Like what is to stop us from leaving? Because they don't know that.
they could, since they will have eyes on us, they will see us trying to get ready to leave. They will probably throw down the gates and surround us and force us into the building. Or kill us.
I don't think it's even that. I hate to say it, but from what that Templar seemed to imply, and from what we've learned not only from the prince but also from the witch, we can't fail. If we return empty-handed, they seem to think that we may have issue. We could even be taken care of just by the king at that point. If what we know is true, and I am extremely pained saying this, they may just think that we would die returning to the capital. And if we don't go back to the capital, what use are we as anything to them? What threat could we be in any case? We are nothing to the Templars. The only thing that we could be is something for them to send inside. Law, motions over, has just shown that they are a powerful priest to them. If anyone could solve any problems they have or return afterwards with any information, it is them. We are literally only a win-win for them. In every other situation, we die. Or are not useful at all.
Or we somehow escape the country. We become a non-issue.
At that point, it goes back to the same. We're no threat to them at that point.
We are absolutely nothing to them. We have, on the best case, a way for them to find out what happened inside, at which point they probably could just motions over toward Arnold, keep us here, like they do him. Or they just let us leave, or whatever. We have no leverage here. We can leave, but we cannot do anything else. We can't leave, actually. I get that, all right. Or we can go in, die or disappear in there like all of the rest, or find some way out, at which point we tell them what's happening, and then we're at their mercy either way.
Mm-hmm.
We're prisoners as well, then. The only thing we can do is make things better for us by taking Dakar.
Mm-hmm. Even if he's kicking and screaming, we will have to take him with us. I do not trust them at all with him out here. Alone.
Which means we'll most likely be saying goodbye to our horses. He looks a little sad at that.
Even next.
Yeah, actually.
Gavelli was about to make a joke and say they were magnificent cows, but then saw the sadness and went back on this thing too.
If summoning were an easy thing to learn, I mean, if we could summon them, but I doubt that would ever work, really.
I mean, I'm not sure what summoning magic is like, but wouldn't that just mean that we leave them here either way, though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have to be somewhere. Doesn't really change much.
Right.
We can talk to Dakar. They're like a magic guy.
Maybe he could, like, shrink them and we could keep them in our pockets or something.
Neither of these two know the solution here, and I'm very sad about it.
It's fine. We just gotta go talk to Dakar. He'll have the solution.
Maybe. At this point, you feel like you've talked to Arnold. You don't. If you have any other questions for him, you can.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
I'm gonna sadly look at the horses and walk away.
They're not
slowly.
out. You're inside right now.
We're in a building.
Yeah.
We think about the horses and
You'll be going to see
away.
Dakar. You'll be going to see Dakar soon, and that means you can see the horses there. You can say your goodbyes.
Sad about the horses soon.
Yeah.
I guess it always makes sense to say goodbye to Rubber and Globo, you know?
You guys, at this point, as you turn to Arnold, Arnold puts a finger forward and shushes Kyle. Take your finger off my face. No more words. Best friends. They may already know we've talked. I definitely know. I'll keep your secrets, and I'll wait for your signal.
What was the
Thank you.
signal?
He'll know.
Okay.
They are shushing Kyle, and then they bring their other hand and they pat Kyle on the head. Why is it only me? Please stop. This is getting weird.
Till we meet again, my best friend.
Till we meet again, Fabio. Still looking at Kyle, talking to you. My best friends.
Let's go.
Doot, 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 doot.
Cavelli
Picks up.
kind of moves Kyle aside,
Like Cavelli and fucking Hall just like go over, grab, leave.
No. Take her, but don't touch her anymore.
Hey, imagine Toledo restacked all the
As
cards
everyone
perfectly.
goes to leave, Toledo finishes stacking, but then immediately their sleeve is grabbed by Arnold. Arnold leans in and whispers something at Toledo. Toledo looks back at him, nods, and then flies away back over to you, Law.
Oh god, charades.
They then take vigilance at their table they were at. They grab a butter knife off the top of the desk. They stare at you all as you leave as if waiting for signal, and then they look over toward one of the Templars and do like a little stabby motion toward them.
The Templar rolls her eyes, having done this stuff before.
You guys leave without giving any sort of signal toward them because there is no signal that was agreed upon.
There was no signal, but he'll know.
Well, to be fair, the signal was to indicate them killing themselves, so I think it's good we don't have one.
You guys leave. Dad lets you guys out as you guys make your way back over toward where Dakar is. As you guys do go there, we have a few minutes left. We can potentially get one last little scene done.
Yeah, we can push it. It's fine.
As you guys make it back, Dakar is taking care of your cows, as he do. You guys approach. As he looks back, you're back.
We are back. We have information and grave news.
Go ahead and let me know while I'm brushing the manes of these magnificent cows.
I thought he was gonna be like, well, I'm milking these magnificent cows.
While I'm milking these magnificent cows. Please
Well,
don't
you
do
see,
that.
they're
Please, why are you like this? Why is everyone like this? Anyway.
Well, you see, Dakar, regardless of how you feel, we have to take you with us into the academy.
Before that,
Yeah.
you guys have a lot of information. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you guys blah that information
Yeah, that's probably good.
before you say this part. This is the end of that. This is, and as you, and with this is why we need to take you, because there's a lot of info that needs to get through.
It's
Yeah,
a
there's
lot.
a
man.
And
lot.
he
I was
will
gonna-
ask questions on literally everything you say.
And we have no reason to keep anything at all, so it's whatever.
I see. So, you're worried that once you all leave, I will be descended upon.
Either immediately or however many days pass while we're gone.
Oh, definitely. I will not be safe without any of you around me. That being the case, I suppose we should make our way then.
Though it's a shame that we'll have to leave the horses behind.
Yes, the only way I can see us making our way out of this is if any of us had any extra planar space we could potentially take them.
Do you have
Hey,
anything like that?
I could try.
You can try?
The whole time I was like, I could, but I'm not sure if I can, but I can try.
You never done it before.
I'm gonna try.
Law, as you stand around the gazebo that is still, again, with a slightly more light than usual. As you think back, you open your briefcase and you look at your witch's manor summon spell thingy that you have. Would you like to attempt to open a doorway to the witch's manor?
I would like to attempt it.
I would like you to please roll me for your ability. And you have one fleeting, I believe.
Oh, here we go.
I like the idea of opening your briefcase to another world.
It's the same world. It's just a different location. 17.
For me 2 more times.
And okay, all right.
Let me be metaphorical.
And free. And oh,
Wait, one more
and a
time.
10. Oh, okay. All right.
People don't believe in your 17.
That's a 4.
And the
You
right to
have
do
believe
so.
my
17 is not
17.
gonna. I'm playing. With a 21. You find as you look back to your gazebo, you feel that there is not a lot of area for you to do this. However, because the magic is so dense. Who the fuck got some cards? Anyway, because the magic is so dense around the gazebo, you make your way over toward it, and as you do, you put your hand out, the spell wishing to be cast in that direction. Law, it takes everything you have left. You feel the magic leaking out from you, and you see a shimmer of light at the gazebo, which some of the Templars look over and they're like, oh, he's fucking over there performing miracles again.
Motherfucker.
You just see fucking Valera, who doesn't have their mask on the moment, just roll their eyes.
This son of a bitch.
Fucking can't believe this shit.
Can't wait for the tower to vor them. We did not agree on it being called for. Just
We
I know what
only
you're
have so
saying,
much
dude.
time. We need one boar so we can have the free sacred parts of every Summoners Network RP. All right, we got a guild, we got a boar. We need that to happen.
There was a vor thing that happened in the Yakuza game I was playing yesterday. It was kind of crazy. Anyway,
You just informed me of that, and we was gonna move on. Okay.
as the gazebo itself alights, you find that there is a familiar sense looking to it. As the gate itself seems to open up, you hear the ocean sound beyond the gazebo. I'm gonna say this first off. I'm adding a gazebo to the beach now.
Sick.
Good.
It's right here. There's our
As you
gazebo.
should.
Gazebo has been installed.
There's our new gazebo right there. As you look into the gazebo, you look to the other side outward from it. You see what appears to be the ocean, and you hear seagulls, and it's just very nice.
Imagine what it'd be like to be in Tahiti right now.
I'm just now imagining
Magical
that
place.
what's her face finally showed up at the witch's place, sees our horses there, and is just utterly confused as fuck.
As this happens, Dakar looks over. Ah, this is a powerful spell.
Yeah, but
You truly are a priest from another world. Was this the power that you were given as a visitor? I heard that visitors were
No.
given extremely powerful things whenever they show themselves into this place.
I got a pillow that makes me sleep real good.
That's pretty good too.
I also got a dick.
You what?
What?
The horses, bro.
With that being said, and with the horses, the carriage, everything looking forward, looking as if they are going to be potentially stowed away in this new gazebo area that you have, I think that's a good time to end the stream.
This motherfucker performing miracles again, getting the horses in the gazebo.
Cavelli just turns blue. Whoa, he's trans. I didn't know that.
Whoa! Whoa!
We start the game with a Sonic reference, we end the game with a Sonic reference.
Whoa, penis.
Whoa! Chili dog! We're gonna end things off right now. Hope everybody had a fun time. We are gonna come back next time with our heroes here putting their Pardivan and their horses off in a extraplanar existence that hopefully can feed and water them. Who knows? We'll have to see. Maybe Dakar will stay there. Maybe Dakar will come with you guys. Who knows? As you guys have opened this gateway and are currently preparing to enter the academy in its entirety, the college, the Cloud Reach, and perform some kind of a crime at Cloud Reach Academy. That was one of the working titles for the stream, was actually Crime at Cloud Reach Academy. Anyway, we're gonna end things there. Any questions? Till next time, like always, later days.
Bye.
It cuts off to the witch in the beach and the two horses going. She's like, oh my god, cows! I can't wait to milk them.